What it do, 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 what it do. Should play upon the Ziggy 2 times, and we back at it again. Brand new day, brand new video. It is Wednesday, November 5th. Hell yeah, it's the 5th. What's going on, y'all, man? How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing? I got clothes in my damn chair over there. I'm like, what the fuck is that black ominous thing in the corner? Clothes. But what it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? What it do? Got me some good coffee. Got me another banana nut muffin. We're gonna tear this shit up today. I slept like a freaking king last night. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Woke up and took a crazy, stupid, crazy shower. Feel phenomenal. And then I get online and I see a whole bunch of bullshit happening. I'm talking about a whole bunch of bullshit happening. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about it. I ain't even gonna hold y'all up none either, man. We ain't even gonna hold you none. We gonna go on and get straight into this shit as it is. No questions, no hold bars, man. We're gonna try to get through as much of it as possible today, because I got a whole bunch of videos backlogged up. Do too much work while I'm at work, trying to do work for when I'm off work, if you know what I'm saying. So we in a situation where I'm literally backlogged with all of these videos that I probably need to be watching.
Drop an apology for sexually assaulting two people. She's holding this guy down.
All these
Real
damn
weird,
clips.
like sexual assault. The person who was the victim right here says, "Thank you."
This guy's literally saved me. I'm not even joking.
That's embarrassing for him as a guy. Why was you a bitch? Stop being a crybaby. You a pussy.
So she did drop an
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got a little bit of lag going on
apology
here.
for sexually assaulting
trying
two
to
people
get my
and
chat
doing it
back
4
right.
times. I want to start
There we
off by
go.
saying that my actions and words are inexcusable, and I am in no way defending them. I will not deflect from
There
my
is a
wrongdoings,
word.
and I will speak on my truth. Okay. Okay, so you're now, or okay. All right, my truth. Okay, so now we're in that situation. Okay, we're in a my truth situation. Uh-oh. And yeah, no, and she probably wrote this herself. I mean, no AI would use my truth. Only a retard would. As there have been many clips circulating and spreading false and skewed narratives. Really? False and skewed which part of this is false and skewed? Whenever you said that you beat your brother so bad that your family had to leave the country because they were going to arrest your dad, and Child Protective Services were going to take your family away from take you away from your family. Like, which part of that, whenever you explained it, which part of that was false or skewed whenever you were the one that said it? Or what about whenever you were on video doing it? Like, it's on video, you're doing it. You're caught, yeah, you're literally caught in 4K. I don't know what to say. Beat him until he was disabled, in her own words. I don't know if he was disabled, right? I'm not sure about that. And but let me go back and see if I can read it. First and foremost, the comments I made about the situation with Saeed were completely misunderstood. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. You're a toxic, disgusting, ratchet, Cardi wannabe fucking bitch. That's what you are. That's what you are. That's what you will always be. And even at the end of this, after all of this goes away and you can move, you're going to move on eventually with your life, you will still be a disgusting bitch. You will be. Because you can't even take accountability. Even now, where you get banned
And
for the second
you ain't
time,
have to say all that.
because
Just
another
kick that
clip
man out.
gets resurfaced of
kick him
you
out.
sexually assaulting another streamer, you will, and you're gonna do it again. By the way, you're gonna do it again. Now, people might say, "Oh, how do you know that?" I know that. Because she's not even admitting that she did anything wrong. She's a disgusting bitch. This is amazing. And so misunderstood by the public,
Damn.
and I regret
Hold up now.
not choosing my words more carefully. You should regret
He's
speaking
calling
at
her
all.
disgusting
You should
bitch.
have never talked about it.
That's
It's
crazy
never
work.
embarrassing to be harmed or to speak about it ever. What I intended on expressing is that it's incredibly inconsiderate to bring up a friend's trauma in a joking manner and weaponize it against someone on a huge platform that could re-traumatize the person harmed. So
Right.
she's trying to say that me making a video about this, I'm the one
Was
that's in the
traumatizing
wrong
her?
because I'm making this
Wow.
person re-experience it. I can instantly disprove this.
Wow.
Saeed follows me on Twitter, and he personally reached out, and he said, thank you for covering it. He did. You're lying. You're emotionally manipulating. And I apologize to him if that's leaking it, but I don't want to have this parasite have even the slightest way of getting out of this. This absolute parasite. Yeah, another lying woman. Yeah, so she's lying. She's literally she's trying to make an emotional play here, and there's just not one to be made. That's not it. She's manipulating it. Yeah, and so even the part about this that she's trying to say that like I'm somehow taking advantage of this, the person appreciated it. Yeah, so like what are we talking about here? As that is the only opinion that matters in this situation. Well, apparently not. I should have chosen my words more wisely and spoken with more empathy instead of rushing my way through it and accidentally implicating things that I don't truly believe. I'm deeply sorry for the way that I addressed the situation, and it was never my intent to make matters worse. Surely, and okay, we've got another page, unfortunately. Oh God, there's 3 of them. Okay, yeah. We'll read the rest.
She was
of it
in there
as well, right?
She in there.
And prior to
Come
the
on,
situation
Nina.
escalating, as soon as I was notified that he was deeply hurt and wanted to reach out to me, I was able to message Saeed several times and apologize for my actions. Well, you said that you weren't, though, right? Because if you were able to apologize to him directly, then why were you asking for his phone number, but it was never given to you?
Right.
Because like that, remember, like, because you were asking a bunch of
Make
people
it
for his
make
phone number and they
sense.
didn't give you his phone number. So like, how did that happen?
Make it make
Like,
sense.
I don't know about this. What about the second girl? I have no idea. If Toast didn't come forward, does this apology even happen? Because I'm leaning towards no. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And if she didn't get banned, even if people had talked about it, she wouldn't have apologized either. The only reason she's doing it is to try to express some sort of fake remorse in order to get out of the accountability. That's the only reason. Like, she's saying that basically I'm the bad guy for bringing attention to it, and people misunderstood what she was doing, and all 4 clips of her doing the same thing weren't actually that, and the entire world misunderstood it. So she's insulting your intelligence, gaslighting everybody that watched the clips, calling you all stupid, while she's lying to you about what her intentions were. That's what it is. That's what she's doing. It's pretty obvious. It's unfortunate, but it's obvious. And so, so pathetic. It is. It's very pathetic. And I smell another Nina video about the task. Well, hey, shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. If you didn't want to get farmed, you shouldn't have done something that was going to make me farm you. Too bad. Cry about it, bitch about it, talk about being a victim. Great. Then I've got another video after that. I can do this for as long as I need. And that's it. That's how it works. Yep. Welcome to the show. Anyway, and let's see if I can go back to the rest of these. So apologize to him several times, and apologize. Actually, it's inexcusable to have let it go for that far of a point where he felt uncomfortable and unharmed. 3 times, though, right? That was never my intent, and it was completely my fault for not stopping the segment and reading
Might
the
be
room
switching
better.
up the color scheme
Well, people
soon,
were telling
y'all.
you not to do it. As I was convinced by others that were close to him, implicated that it was a joke, I joined in, which I was in the wrong, and I will make no excuses for a lack of awareness. As regards to Disguised Toast at the streamer games, I was also out of line, although that I did not move the massage therapist out of the way like that he had described. That I did not move the massage therapist out of the way like that he had described. It was on video. And I had asked for
Right.
permission from Toast before he had laid down. I still shouldn't have been so comfortable with... Well, wait a minute. So do you saying that Disguised Toast lied? Because he said that you did this non-consensually. So is he lying about this happening? Because that's the only way that this could make sense. And yeah, before I laid down, and I shouldn't have been so comfortable with him because I had never met him prior to the streamer games. I let the focus on the content creating bind me, and I was trying too far to get a clip at the expense of someone's comfort. Deeply regret it. Reached out to Toast as well. Yeah, sure. Okay, there's one more part of this. Let me go back and see if I can find the rest of it. Had a few days to think about how I've been approaching streaming and my actions can negatively impact people around me. I never want that to be the case. I'm incredibly sorry for all the harm that I've caused, and I will strive to not only be a better person, but be a better streamer overall, or be a better streamer, be a better person overall. I know that I've received backlash online, and I will take all of that in stride. I will never let the hateful comments stop me from pursuing my passion of streaming. Well, I will never let the hateful comments stop me from pursuing my passion of streaming. What about the suspensions? What about
I was about
that?
to say, yeah, because if you're suspended,
Yeah.
I mean, well, how much are you
It's written by
expecting to
AI.
actually
I
do?
don't know if it is or not. Yeah, I don't think so.
I forgot I had lights on my desk.
Hopefully they never unban
Now you see the little blue
her.
lights on my
I mean, I don't know
desk.
why you would. I mean, Twitch
in front of me now
unbanning somebody
instead of
that's
just behind
sexually
me.
assaulted
It's crazy.
multiple partnered streamers, or I guess maybe Saeed isn't partnered, but like this guy unbanning somebody who's sexually assaulted somebody else who's an independent contractor, and then letting that person back on the platform knowingly that they've done that, like, I think that opens your company up for a lot of liability. So like Twitch would be retarded to ever unban her. And I know I've received backlash online. I'll take all of it in stride. Never let hateful comments stop me. The streaming with my incredible community and the team that I built, which have been truly amazing. Whether the comments are coming from other creators, from our friends or viewers, I will strive to be better, learn, and grow. And that's my best and only option. I'm aware that no matter what I say or do, there will be people that will use it against me. Well, I mean, you're just a liar. You're even lying in your apology. You're lying in your apology, and you're weaponizing somebody else's trauma to defend yourself from criticism. Like, that's what you're doing. Like, that's obviously what you're doing. Like, it's just in plain English, right? Please explain fast what this is about. Okay, so basically there was this girl, and she held a guy while her other friend, like both of these girls, like massive, just disgusting, like ratchet, ghetto, like, I don't even know, like, I wouldn't say whores, right? I don't think that's really the right word, but just, like, basically just disgusting people, right? Just scum. Yeah,
It's
like trash. Like,
scrupulous
it's
is what they
basically trailer
normally
trash
say.
behavior, right? And
It's
so they're
scrupulous.
hoes, yeah, basically, right? And so they're like, she's holding this guy, and then her friend is twerking on this guy, and as soon as, like, and the guy's very uncomfortable about this, by the way. And then they also got on top of him in a bed, and I think there was like a third incident that happened as well. And then she also went and grabbed a guy's ass. This is another streamer, and was like massaging his ass on camera in the middle of a stream, right? Whenever he clearly did not consent to this at all, and she didn't even know him. Not only did she not know him like that, but she didn't know him, period, really. And so basically,
Right. They knew
his
of
ass,
him
yeah, she was
through
massaging which
Silky.
person, yeah, disguised toes. Why isn't this person sued? Well, I don't know. But anyway, and he complained. Yeah, he did complain. Yeah, it was because it's weird, right? And so she also, and then also she talked shit about how the guy that she was holding with her friend was like, is like, you're not being a man whenever you complain about something like that happening to you. Like, she said it pretty obviously, right?
Right.
And again, I'll work even harder in the past. I may not be
mean,
perfect. I'll be the
people
best
call
version
you
of myself
gay. That's
possible.
not fair.
Yeah, you beat the
Right.
shit out of your brother so bad that the police almost put your dad in jail because they thought it was him. You had to leave the country. You've sexually assaulted multiple people. Like, you're a fucking psycho. You're a retarded psycho bitch, and you should never get unbanned. If Twitch ever unbans her, we're making another video about it, and I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep pressing this. And the thing is, though, what my favorite thing about people like this is that they will always keep making mistakes. I will be farming you until you retire. I will be.
Damn.
And it's not going to be because, oh, well, I'm stalking you or something like that. No, it's because you're going to do something wrong again. You're going to say something insane
Yeah,
again.
because she doesn't see
why
the
I
error
know
in her
that
ways.
is
She's
because
just
that's what you
seeing
are.
she's being sorry because
Apples
she got
come
caught.
from an apple tree,
Like,
and you're a retard tree, and you're going to be doing a lot of retarded things. That's it. And so she's bad, can't get it right. Yeah, it's going to happen again. You're going to do it again. You're going to do something else problematic again, and I'm going to be waiting. I will be waiting, and it's going to happen again. Now, hopefully, Twitch never unbans her, and it never happens, right? But where'd assholes come from? The asshole tree, I guess, right? And so that's it. And a 2%er, yeah, she's absolutely, like, bona fide a 2%er. Like, I mean, this is a bona fide, certified 100% 2%er, right? And do you think the SA ban on one platform should be carried out by all other platforms? I mean, if I was running a platform and I had somebody who got banned, like, would I ban that person for sexual assault on my platform too if it was with another creator? It would probably depend, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, it depends on the platform, right? Like, I mean, like with YouTube, probably not, because YouTube doesn't really ban anybody for anything. But same with like Twitter. Like, I don't think Twitter should ban her because Twitter has like actual like Nazis and like fucking murderers. Like OJ Simpson had a fucking account, right? And so like anybody can have a Twitter account. But like the difference is that if you want to be on a platform that has a certain level of rules and everything, then yeah, you should expect to have to follow the rules, right? What about off-platform behavior? Well, that it depends, right? I mean, the thing is that with a person like this is what I said before. With a person like this, they will make another mistake.
Yeah.
They will make another mistake. They will do something wrong again. They will fuck up again because it's what it's at the very core. I mean, she was doing this when she was 8 years old. She was saying, like, this is who she is. So I don't need to, oh my God, plot against this person. You're gonna do this to yourself again because it's what you are, and I will be there waiting. I will be there waiting, and it's gonna be great. It will be. And will you create videos if you're not allowed to monetize the videos on any platform? Would I create them? Yeah, I would. I honestly, if I can do something that puts somebody that I don't like in a position that they don't want to be in, that is something.
I'm
like,
with it.
there are very few things in my life that are motivating for me. But being able to shit on people that I don't like is one of the only reasons why I get up in the morning. That's about it. I wake up and I see some fucking bullshit. Like, this happens to me a lot of days. I will not want to stream. And then I'll open up Twitter and I'm like, nah, they're not going to get away with this shit, bro. Like, no. Somebody got to say something. Nah, bro. Like, somebody got to let them know. Like, it's crazy. Feel bad. Yeah, exactly. Wake up and choose fine. Exactly. And did she use artificial intelligence? And yeah, thanks for putting this stupid bitch on blast, Zach. This needed to happen. It did. She's just a lying, stupid bitch trying to look for excuses. And it's disgusting that anybody would even slightly forgive her. Nobody should forgive her. Everybody should expect this to continue happening. You don't carry out abuse on your brother for the better part of 10 years. And then you only stop when he probably gets bigger than you do, so you can't beat him up anymore. That's realistically, like, you do the math there, and like she stopped when he was like 14 or 15. I wonder why. You don't do that and then do this again, and then there's recent clips. You very clearly, like, you're not sorry. Like, that's not it, and so that's it. Yeah, she's a sick person. Yeah, she's just a sick, disgusting person. That's all there is to it. Her brother got mentally fucked because of her. Yeah, I wonder why, right? And yeah, you see her named she got named on a new Shoe on Head video. No, I'll watch that later on, though. Her and that Zoe girl play into that aggressive New York girl mentality, and it's literally the only reason they have a community. They can't stop because they have no talent. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about them, and
but I like
maybe
Zoe.
You're right.
Zoe
New York
fine.
girl. I mean, maybe they do. I mean,
that's the main thing. Is that Zoe is fine.
I don't see why anybody would.
I mean,
want
yeah,
to be around
she
them, right? I mean, I
dirt
don't know.
ball
And
as
it
fuck
seems
for
like
what she
nobody does.
did.
That's why
but
they were
like,
crying. Like that Zoe girl
she's
was
still,
crying. Oh,
she's still
I
fine.
didn't go on Kai's show. Yeah, because you were biting people. Like, why the fuck would Kai want to invite Nosferatu onto his show? Fuck no.
Nosferatu.
Get out of here. Yeah, and so, yeah, in New York's a shithole. I don't know. What's aggressive New York girl? Well, no, I'm sure he means, I'm sure there's definitely an archetype of what he's discussing. I don't think he's wrong in that assessment, but I just don't know it personally, right? And so, does anyone actually believe it at this point? I will accept her apology so long as she never streams again. Thank God, bro. Like, if only, right? If only. So, yeah, and also, like, by the way, and then whenever she gets banned, and then Saeed tweets out publicly, thank you. Isn't that crazy? And then she wants to weaponize the thing that she did to him to defend herself. Isn't that pathetic? How disgusting. No, absolutely disgusting, fucker. Yeah. Nice people, though. Yeah, never give people like this. And again, people might say, oh, well, like, do you ever forgive people? No.
Oop. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna try to weasel your way out of a situation that you put yourself in, and then try to make it seem incredible for anybody else to speak on the situation, and you're more than likely gonna do the shit again because you didn't see anything wrong with it. The only issue that you have with what's going on is that you're getting punished by it about it now. So yeah, Asman is completely right about that.
I forgive in some cases, but I never forget. And I know it sounds like a fucking an edgy thing to say, but never forget what people do, especially whenever they don't really take accountability for it and change. The only apologies that I ever accept are changed behavior. And if you don't change your behavior and do things differently, then the apology meant nothing. And I can guarantee you nothing's going to change. It might for a while, but eventually the mask will slip. Yeah, you forgave me. Yes, you forgive but never forget. Yeah, exactly. When people tell you how bad they are, believe them. Absolutely. Isn't that Zoe Spencer girl on band? Yes, she is. But she's not streaming as far as I know, so I don't think it really matters. So yeah. Sometimes I wonder if the internet caused us to see these people more, or if it actually spawned them in, not the first. So the truth is that did the internet create more of these abusers? No, it did not. From everyone that I've talked to, a lot of the old guys I've talked to, like, you know, like guys like, you know, my dad, my dad's age, right? Like 70s, 80s, 60s. The truth is that it's always been like this, but now there's a camera to watch it happen. And people were, you know, like doing all kinds of weird sexual assault stuff in the 50s, 60s, etc. This was very, very common. And it was actually, according to them, more common than it is now. It's actually less common now because there's so many rules and regulations against it. Back in the day, you used to be able to just do this whenever you wanted. Jesus professed forgiveness. Are you too good for Jesus? No, I'm not too good for Jesus. I'm not good enough to be Jesus. That's the reason. I can't. And also, you always talk about forgiveness, but you're never the person who has to experience the consequences of the forgiveness. So it's easy for you to say, oh, well, let's forgive her, because the odds are you will never be the person who will be the recipient of this bad action that the person could do. So I understand what you're saying, but you have to think about how selfish that is. You do. It's an extremely selfish thing for you to do, to say, let's all collectively forgive her so another person that I have no connection to can have something bad happen to them. Why are you really doing that? You're doing that so you can feel like you're a good person. So really, whenever you abstract this, you're putting other people in danger just so you could make yourself feel good. No. No.
Exactly.
Nope.
That's all her entire apology is breaking down into.
Weaponize Jesus, anything like that.
She got caught.
Play these games.
And she no longer wants to be associated with the idea that she got
They're
caught.
not going to work on me.
But it's like,
it's very obvious what you're doing.
You got caught
the
short.
Dishonesty is
the only
blatant.
reason why you're feeling shitty about it is because you're getting things levied against you. That's literally it. The only reason why you're remorseful and feel some kind of way or want to say anything about anything is because you got caught and you're having to deal with the consequences. If you didn't have to do that, then you wouldn't be stressed out about any of this shit. You wouldn't be doing these overly apologies over, you know, trying to get people to side with you about the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Full compilation of every stream PlaqueboyMax girlfriend Grace Henderson has been on. Now, this is gonna be titled something along the lines of PlaqueboyMax girlfriend is embarrassing him. And y'all know me, man. Y'all like to joke about me, ha. But you know, I like to come to the rescue these situations. I don't be wanting to just say like, oh, this person just, you know, and this person is that, this person is that. You know, it's got to be some clear things. But just, it's tough, bro. You the person that you are. And then you got these little things surfacing, and it's just like, damn, you starting to like this person, whatever. I don't know. We about to see. I haven't seen these yet, but I saw one clip, and I was like, hold on, we might be cooking with some grease. Let's see what's going on, man. I'm here to save relationship. Y'all know I'm not the guy that do all she bad, unless there was something for real. Let's get to the video, man. Let's do it.
Let's go, Astro.
I'm telling you.
Dior.
Alright.
Dior.
2021. We don't know each other on Aiden Ross stream years ago. Fine by me. You feel me?
Okay.
Fine by me. Not sure why
Damn, my leg kind of
on
hurt.
our knees,
What the
kind of
fuck
just
going on?
posted. Don't think this is sexual at all, but you know, not
On
sure
our
why
knees,
that's
just kind of
happening. I don't know
posted.
the context, but okay, fine.
I got a great one. Before you.
What do you mean by that?
Damn.
And it is with Buddy.
Bruh.
Yeah.
With Buddy.
If it's with Deshae,
Okay,
most of the time
so
they done took that shit.
This isn't. I couldn't. For me personally, it couldn't continue. Now he might not. This might not be too much to him. It's too close to home now. I know like they know each other all too well. Did content together. You know, your girl kissed this nigga. Like, your girl at some point kissed another person. But if you, depending on when you met, if you didn't meet your girl and y'all was each other first kissing, at one point your girl kissed another man. At one point your girl might have gave another man some neck. Your girl might have ended up having relations with a man, depending on where y'all been in y'all relationship. That's fine. It's anonymous. I don't know this person. Way of life. But when it's like somebody I know and I'm over here with my girl and I'm like, what's up, bro? And this nigga done kissed my girl and I done kissed my girl. It's just something in my head that just don't.
I ain't feeling that.
Register. See what I'm saying? I can't get behind this one. This would have ended.
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? She tried to stick her tongue in my mouth, yo.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. What?
Wait, so you be taking the camera with you?
And she was hanging with Jay Cinco too.
I take my
Everybody's hands to themselves. She's just maybe one of them streamer people. Yeah, I be, you know. I'm out here. I like. Is she a content creator? Does she do her own thing? Or
Right, that's
just
all I was just about to say too. Because if she does her own thing, or she's just hanging out with all these people, then it's okay.
Know, just have a conversation, kind of thing. And the people that watch me aren't really used to having pretty women on my stream, so when they see us having this interaction, they just love what they see.
The phone, little streaming phone shit.
Don't be trying to sneak in. Don't be trying to sneak. Try to sneak. These little ads is having less delay in between.
Moving from the Bay Area to Los Angeles, the dating culture is.
Rest in peace, P2. I don't even know too much about bro, but I saw he passed away, and that's unfortunate. So, again. Okay.
Very different out here. Like, all I see around me, since I'm like very involved with like being in the industry, being around, you know, people that are considered in our society as higher profile people. You know?
Oh yeah. See, I don't want to hear that. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
The partner. You know what I'm saying? So you've been doing this for a minute. I mean, hey, this is your life.
That's a little tough.
But again, my own, and this kind of just goes back to the concept of I feel like sometimes these niggas feel like there's only 30 women in the world and we all must cycle between. There's like so many women in this world. Again, it's probably easier and they know certain things whenever they're this person and they're used to certain things, rather than the girl on the street that's not used to certain things and now she's acting a certain way just because you're a certain person. I get that idea, but I'd much rather go that way. I believe. You know
what I'm saying? I see a lot. It's crazy.
Dang.
They not even talking. They only talking about me. He can read everything, though. That's the worst part. I kind of hate it. He can. But it's like.
It's like consistent content. Who's your like dream collab?
My dream collab?
Like Aiden or some shit?
This seems very innocent.
Okay.
Because I've been watching.
They doing it to her on a lot of innocent clips. The worst one was the Deshae one, obviously. But there's a lot of innocent clips here. This is just collaboration. I'm not mad at that. Oh, my battery. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Oh, my
A lot of
battery.
people just think like, oh, he just got big, so you start watching. Like, nah, I've been watching for
Camera not hot, though.
Lit.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now.
All right, now. Hold up now. Hold up now. What you got going on here, buddy?
Check out one of my
Oh,
that
whoa,
had the biggest
whoa.
payout that I've seen yet. From track your progress to make sure you can get paid. Only sign
I'm
up.
not even getting a preview. Oh
with
my
an email
goodness,
and
what's
password
going on?
and give no personal information. So
Oh, what is happening?
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's how it goes. You sign up through my link, and inside you see a list of apps and games. Download them, play, and beat the levels that they tell you. That's the key. You got to complete the requirement. And once you hit the level, the system credit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bro, I saw a clip. Somebody, oh, man, hold on. Laughing on a nigga arm? No, I'm just playing. Just chill. Just chill. I saw a clip where somebody said, it was Dub. He was doing a real Johnson meat riding. He said, Almighty J has hit a lot of women. These women that you see, he's hit a lot of them. Interesting, because
because he simped out. He'll pay for that shit.
Oh God, yeah. Bro, it's over.
Jesus,
it's over with, bro. It's over with. I don't care if it was sketch. It was a bid for the money, and they knew what they was on. No, it's over. Damn, bro. Why? You got everything you want, bro. I'm talking to you. Why did you do? You know, maybe he ain't see these. Maybe he ain't see these.
He said maybe he ain't see these. Yeah, right.
That's more than half of my earnings in college. Chat, I'm insecure too. I've been hurt before.
This Shador?
I've been hurt before. So
his brother, not Shador. Wait, who is this?
Of course, you're gonna make sure you watch everything in your
this Travis Hunter.
Upcoming relationship. Everybody got insecure.
This is Travis Hunter. Yo, they flaw as hell. They put his face.
They threw his face on.
Everybody got feelings. She's been hurt in her past relationship, just like I've been hurt in my past relationship. Before we met each other.
It's like y'all are real people. She a real person too with real feelings.
We all got real feelings, so we understand how they go.
Yeah, he is. He was just pins. You don't understand his stream shit.
Nah, I don't.
No, I don't.
What you mean by that?
What might you be inferring that you don't know? How might you not know? Oh my God! There's another clip right here that surfaced too.
What do you mean by that, Jason?
Wait, Jason.
Let's read it. Resurfaced clip shows PlaqueboyMax and Silky dissing his current girlfriend Grace Henderson for getting passed around the Jesus Christ.
Oh, so he was talking about it before.
They start spamming names in the chat. That would break my heart. Oh my God.
Wait, Jason go take no bitches.
Jason?
Jason go.
You mean to my bitches?
No, I was just asking.
That's not my bitch. That's the same bitch.
Huh?
She kissed her on screen.
Oh, I saw that shit. Grace Henderson. Now wait, look though.
Yo, nah, she bad though. I go cut.
I think she looked familiar somewhere. I think she know my nigga Taekwondo. I think she's been around a couple streams. No, I'm not trying to call. Shout out Grace from me. I'm not trying to do you like that.
God damn.
But it's like, you know, it's just like, you feel me? P2. Yeah.
Oh, she around. So shit.
Yo, imagine you bring a girl on stream, niggas just start spamming names in the chat. That shit would break my heart. Was that what was happening or no?
So he is aware of this. What must be happening?
Like, I don't understand.
She must be putting spells on niggas or something.
Yeah, figured. Yeah, damn. She on tour now. It was over the course of years though, so I don't think so.
Damn.
That's how you cope with it? It was like years of... I mean, that's true. Again, bro, how many niggas was on that? It was 5 niggas on there? Let's say that was her whole body count. It was 5 niggas. Certain people are okay with that. You feel me? Certain people is fine with that. You know, and that's her business. 5 amongst what was the first of 2021 to 2025 amongst 4 years. I mean, that's not even necessarily bad. So it's just the fact for me, bruh. I don't think she a hoe. I don't think Max though cuck ass simp ass nigga. I don't think that. I think that, you know, they probably just really got to have a conversation. She looked good. They, you know what I'm saying? They had a good time. They living good. They feeling good. Popped out with his girl, and you know, at one point in time, she just was really like doing her content, trying to get right. She was, hey, come be on my stream, come be on my stream. And just 2 of the niggas, she just happened to give a little peck on the lips. Maybe she had relations with him. Who knows? You feel me? It's just for me. The only thing is just the fact that these niggas like I convene with them. I know them. I see them. You feel me? I don't like that about it. Anyway, let me.
I was New Orleans. Yeah, he is. He was just pins. You don't understand his stream shit.
Nah, I don't.
They bring it back again. That being said, yeah, tell me what y'all think about it, bro. Like the video, sub up, comment up, mention the channel, lay. I appreciate you. We go entity let though.
I mean, she acting like she don't know stream stuff. She knows stream stuff. She been around all these streamers. She done seen all this stuff. More than likely, she out here busting it open, man. Because what she doing hanging out around these folks and she ain't got no stream of her own. You know what I mean? You ain't got no stream of your own, but you hanging around all these streamers all the time, all the big ones. Word.
So that did not last very long. I thought since I was off tonight, I got invited somewhere. Cool, let me go. You know, like I haven't really been out in Atlanta since I moved here to Georgia. So it was just very lame. Like I feel like as a man, if you invite a woman anywhere, there should be a certain level of consideration for her comfort.
What up?
And if you know me, you know, like
OCS.
I don't play about like chivalry.
What's going on with it?
Like opening my door, walking me to and from my car, like getting up so I can sit down. I don't play. And it's like I'm giving you some time to maybe get yourself together. But it gets to a point where it's just like you a grown ass man and I'm a fucking lady. I'm not about to be teaching you how to fucking treat me. Like, I'm not doing that. Okay, so just a little backstory since now I'm in my car.
Okay.
I met a guy like 3 weeks ago, and he just randomly texted me earlier today, and he was asking me what was I doing. Today has been the first Saturday night I've had off in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. So he invited me out to this club. I looked up the club on Google and on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, it looks like a poppin' place, whatever.
Okay.
As I stated in my previous video, like, I have not been out in the nightlife since moving to Georgia, so I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. Even though I'm not a clubber at all. Like, I'm not a clubber. I don't drink a whole lot. I do not smoke at all. So nothing about this was up my alley, but I was like, let me just give it a shot. First red flag, when I pulled up, I called him. Because I'm like, hey, where did you park? Like, where should I park? Etc., etc. So he was like, you know, I parked on the street. See if you can find street parking, you know, before you go ahead and pay for parking. First red flag, because if you invite me out, why I got to pay for my parking?
Bitch, because you driving.
So I ended up.
Do you want me to pick you up? If I pick you up, then I'm paying for parking once. Why would I pay for parking twice?
Why you ain't come get me from my car? Second red flag. Now I'm walking to the entrance, right? Mind y'all, I just said that I called him, so he knew that I was here and that I was looking for parking. Tell me why by the time I get up there, now mind you, it probably was like 15 minutes later. I get up there, he already in the club. If I just called you and you know I was here and you were standing outside when I called you, why would you go in the club without me? Why would...
Okay. Let me stop her right there because we're halfway through the video. All right.
I mean, I feel her on that second
Atlanta.
Maybe even that third.
She said she just moved here. Like, I can't say that.
And before he talks, man, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The parking situation, kiss my ass. If you didn't want to pay for parking, maybe you should have told me where you stayed or told me where to pick you up at, and I would have picked you up. That would have eliminated the last situation where we're not walking in together. Two birds, one stone, right? Now, I do wholeheartedly because I have had, you know, the OGs, you know, teach me in a lot of ways. You got to go get that girl from that car, especially down here where people is consistently getting human trafficked. Girls is getting B-rated, I-rated, picked up. weird shit be happening. If anything, you don't want your girl to get scooped up on you. Like, i.e., somebody coming, hollering at her and then taking her away from you before you even get a chance to lay eyes on the woman. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. So yeah, that second one is a valid. Don't have no chick pulling up to no place and then you not meeting her at her car at minimum. Now I ain't paying for your parking spot because you should come with something. Don't come here broke expecting just because I'm taking you out that's what you're gonna do. Nah. But yeah, eliminate two things in one stone. I mean, I could have picked you up. You wouldn't have to worry about the parking situation. We could have walked in together because I would have picked you up. We would have already been together. Ice would have been broken. That would also eliminate number two. But, because the way things shook out, that ain't happening. You know what I mean? Let's see what you got to say, JR.
Myself, I've been here a year, a little over a year now. And like her, I haven't been out a lot. I've just been here working. I'll go out to like different events. And you guys know I'm acting. First time I went to a strip club here I was on an acting gig and we were shooting a scene in a strip club at Rumors, for those of you who've been to Rumors. But if you're in Atlanta, baby, if you going somewhere, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to pay for parking, especially a club. I don't know where she's from. Like, I'm from South Carolina, even though I lived all over the world. I'm from South Carolina, right? And you don't really have to pay for parking anywhere. Like, there's some places downtown Charleston you have to pay for parking maybe sometimes if you can't find any on the street. But Buddy said find some on the street, baby. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, this is the location. Find some on the street. You want him to, like, say, hey, let me pay for your parking or whatever. Let me pay for your valet. No, I invited you out here, even though I wouldn't invite a woman out to a club unless, not saying it's a date, but even to meet her,
you can't do that.
Chances are, if I'm inviting you somewhere, I want to meet you, I want to talk to you or whatever. There's certain lounges and things like that. But mostly every poppin' restaurant club, you're going to have to pay for parking, bro, out here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Then you want him to come pick you up? You want him to come pick you up or meet you at your thing or whatever. My man probably was already in the club when he heard you. And did you arrive on time? That's the next thing. Did you arrive on time? Was it a roundabout time? All these things like that. Those are the next questions. You know what I'm saying? And that's the red flag that he didn't meet you out there, which I probably would have, but he may have just looked at it like, hey, I'm going to be here tonight. You should pull up. We got a section or whatever. Just pull up when you get here. You get here. Was it a date? Was it not a date? But let's get back to it, man.
Would you go in a club without me? So I text him like,
also
outside the club.
Another thing about out here in Atlanta too, man. As a woman, you're probably gonna get in for free. As a dude, you gotta pay. Now, if you a dude that brings a woman, more than likely they're gonna charge you for both of them. Yeah, both of y'all gonna have to pay, which means it's double out of my pocket already before I even walk out the door. You know what I mean? Now, if you come up there by yourself, more than likely you're gonna get in for free. That's just how I go. Because you're coming into the environment in which people want to come see women. Now, if you come up in there coupled up, you're taking away from that environment because you're an extra body, but you're with somebody already, so you're no longer promoting the possibility of coupling up. Simple as that. So they're going to charge him for you to be there with him. Whereas if you just came by yourself, you would have got in for free. I mean, it makes a difference. It's a small difference, but I mean, $80 at the front door versus $40 in the front door, and I could spend the extra $40 at the bar for you. You know what I'm saying? It makes a difference. It makes a difference.
He takes me back, not as quickly as I would have liked him to. And that's another thing, like, if you know you invited somebody, you know I'm here, you know I was looking for parking, then you know I'm about to come in there, like, be paying attention to your phone, bro. It's not that, like, I'm trying to, like, this is why. So he finally texts me like, okay, I'm finna go outside. He comes outside. I see him come out the door. He looking around like an idiot, right? So I see him pull out his phone and he's like on the phone. So I'm like, okay, maybe he calling me. My phone ain't ringing. So then I see him hang up the phone and it's like he texting. So I'm like, okay, maybe he texting me. I don't get no text message. I don't know who that man was reaching out to. I don't know if something was wrong with his phone. I don't. So then we finally go inside the club, and it's a nice club. It's definitely one of them like section type of clubs because it's sections all throughout the floor.
He probably trying to hit up his boy that got the.
It's just lame and it's awkward and it's like we not even really talking, like. And then he asked me, right? He was like, "Do you want to drink?" So I say, "Yeah." I assume, because this is typically how it is. If you ask a lady if she want to drink and she says, "Yeah," I'm assuming that he was going to go to the bar and give me a drink. That's not what happened. So we wait like 30 minutes for the bottle to come out. That is so lame to me. Like, then he checking in with me here and there.
You waiting because you waiting on the bottle to come out. It's lame.
Girls in the section lame. Like, I don't even know all these other people in the section, etc., etc., etc. I don't care about the other people in the section. I don't really care about the other people in the section because they're not the ones who invited me. Like, you invited me out. I feel like I'm your responsibility. Like, you supposed to be making sure I have a good time. You supposed to be making sure I'm comfortable. So then the bottles finally come out. They had 2 bottles of Don Julio Repo. You know, everybody get a shot. The bottle girl pour everybody a shot. The first bottle gone like that. So one of the other guys in the section, he cracked open the second bottle. And I guess the girls he invited, he asked them if they wanted a shot. They said, yeah, he poured them up another shot. I'm waiting for the nigga who invited me to ask me if I want another shot and pour me up. That never happens. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go. And it's not, like I said, I'm not even a big drinker. Like, I'm not even the type of girl that is like, oh, it's free liquor, I gotta give you some liquor. It's the principle. It's the consideration. You feel me? Like,
okay. So her video ended, and it appeared to be a little premature because I went on her TikTok to see if she had a follow-up. It ain't no follow-up. Her name is S Divine Essence. She's a Georgia student. I don't know what school she goes to, but okay. But yeah, that was
state.
It. Like, she didn't have a follow-up for this.
Round the block from me.
This was on the 24th of August. I don't see any other.
Good morning.
I'm trying to find it, man. I know I'm doing this in real time on here, which I'm probably going to end up deleting all this. You know what
So there's the question about if you were. Do y'all ever go to someone's house?
So anyway, back to what I was saying. Atlanta, from my understanding, is different. So they say there's a ratio, the women pursue the guys. Bro was like, yo, I invited you out. You should be enjoying yourself. But as I've said in other videos, guys, women want you to entertain them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it as, okay, you invited her out. She's in the section with you. Of course, cliche, hookah, Don Julio. Everybody does the same thing following suit.
Mm-hmm.
You talking to her, and I think she may be exaggerating or embellishing things because based off what she's saying. But bro just saying it's lame, this, that, and the third. Maybe he just wanted to have a pretty chick with him in the section and for you to just be there as eye candy, right?
Yeah.
Eye candy just to show off, hey, I got this on my arm tonight, so on and so forth. Hey, you get a shot, the bottle's coming. We paid $350 each for a bottle of Don Julio. That's $700, not to mention how much it costs for the section. So if anything, something else to drink, you can go get it. Yeah, I asked you if you want something to drink. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy it for you. That's how Buddy was looking at it. But I could see, in her defense, I could see where she's coming from. I know a lot of you probably watching this was like, JR, you're going to take the guy's side on this. And I'm just like, hey, man, maybe that's how he leads. Maybe he doesn't have a mouthpiece on him. Maybe He leads with, hey, this is the experience I'm going to give you. I don't need to say much. You should be choosing because I brought you in this place. You be quiet. You have a shot of tequila, and that's that. And some women are like that. And maybe he's in Atlanta, maybe that's just how he's gotten down. That's his program where women just are all over him and talking to him while he provides the section and everything else. And maybe he thought you was lame. Like, this chick lame as hell. She just sitting here looking pretty, ain't got nothing to say. And that's probably how he looked at it. You know what I'm saying? That's why he probably wasn't doing all those things that you were used to, because you were looking at it as a date, and he was probably just using you as, like, we need some girls in the section. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What Drake say, oh, the section need more things. Section need more things in here. I like it crowded. Yeah, I like it crowded. That's what you need, some things in the section. And you was one of them things that they brought into the section at the end of the day. Hey, I'll give you a shot, but we just needed some things in the section to make us look like whatever. You get a shot for your troubles, baby. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. That's all. That's the only thing I can think of from this perspective. But, you know, I could be off. Let me know, man. Is this how it is in a lot of these nightclubs out here? Because I just haven't gone. Because I'm not a club type of person. Even with the lounges I've been to, all these Turkish restaurants we got, was it Pasha, Mustache, however you want to say it. What's the other one? It's like a blue place. I've been there one time. I can't think of the name of it, man. It's like blue and white. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. They got so many of these hookah lounges and stuff out here, man. But hey, baby, get used to it. Next time, and you could tell she was like, you see, that's probably why I don't go out on dates now. A lot of dudes, I'm not saying I don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be me and you. I feel like sharing a woman shouldn't be sharing me with anybody else either, in terms of out on a date, when you're going out on these group dates. Unless we already been rocking for some time, but I'm not about to invite you out. He probably just was using you as eye candy, man, at the end of the day. So let me know what you think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys. That is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.
I can feel it in the air. It's like a New York graduation song at this point.
Myself, like
Okay.
for me,
Regret their BBLs on TikTok. Okay.
I don't know.
Another reason why I regret getting my BBL.
Will say I don't think I'm happy with my BBL results anymore.
Say, do not get your hips filled. Do not go in to get a BBL.
Before I did it, I thought I would make money and everybody would want me, but that is not the case.
You're never gonna be good enough for the outsider's eye.
That's true.
When I didn't have my surgery, they're like, oh, she's so bad, buddy.
I actually went to high school with a lot of them.
She shaped like her white side. What the fuck do that even mean? For real, what do that even mean? Oh my God.
The first one came out fine, and I should have kept it that way because, as I said, and y'all think it's so funny, I was built like an iPad. I had nothing. I'm gonna blend in the pictures so y'all can see the before and after, so y'all know what I mean. So coming from nothing to having 2 BBLs, it was just a lot for me. And at that time, I was a little delulu. I thought I needed this, and I wanted it so bad, so I did the round 1 and round 2. So yeah, as I said, I don't regret the first one. All I wanted to see is how my body would have changed with being pregnant and having a baby and stuff like that, and that's all. But the second one, as I said, it was a little bit too much. But now, after a few years, I lost some weight and it slimmed down a little. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it slimmed down a little. It doesn't look as bad as before, but I'm gonna blend in the pictures how it looked like 6 months after the surgery, so y'all can see what I...
Your kneecaps. It's your kneecaps. You should have asked the doctor to match your ass with your kneecaps. That's what you go base off of, okay? You know how you need something to go base off of when you're making sure something is straight? Your kneecaps. The BBLers, I need y'all to pay attention. Next time y'all go to the doctor, say make sure it matches the ratio of my knees, because what's happening here is the ratio from the hips going down don't make no damn sense. And then your bottom leg is too damn thin. The thighs don't match the ass is what I'm saying. The kneecaps, go base off the kneecaps. Next time, you tell your doctor what you want and stuff like that. Listen, doc, match my kneecaps. Make sure my kneecaps don't expose me.
What I mean, and I know you're gonna say it's not that bad.
Match my
But
kneecaps.
I'm talking about myself. Like for me, from coming from nothing to this, it was, I don't know. When I woke up out of my dream when I was like 30 or 31, and then I realized it was just too much, or people asking me if I had it done, it was just too much. So I'm gonna blend in the pictures so you can see the before and after, and I'm gonna make another video about people still commenting in under my TikTok if my BBL smells.
So I urge you and I encourage
If my
you, if you got
BBL
that schedule, if you
smells.
got that BBL booked, okay? Trust me, listen to
See, me personally, I'm not against women doing what they want with their body. I'm not against men doing what they want with their body. I'm not against anybody making a decision that they want for themselves. It's the intent that matters.
Right.
Just like Lotto said in the beginning of the video, do not change your body because you're trying to impress others. Change your body because you want what you're looking in the mirror to be attractive to you. It's the same reason why people go to the gym and they work extra hard so they can look good for themselves. Everybody is not doing stuff for other people. But now, there is limits to things, and when you get a BBL that's super big or super, sizey,
Crazy.
there are some repercussions. That's just how the world works. There are some places you just can't go. Like you
Fuck
can't
this
just work
muffin up.
anywhere with a BBL. Like I believe that there should be a no BBL sign outside of a man's nursing home. Because every time you clock in, one of the old white men come up dead just to find out his last words were, Mary Lee ain't never had an ass like that. The BBL's a heart hazard for the elderly.
me. I'm just a girl. Seek God. I'm just a messenger. He is the source. But seek him. And you ain't got to go too far. Just go talk to him about it. He'll reveal himself to you. I wish that I would have done that instead of doing all these things. It didn't fulfill me the least bit. I promise you, it only made me more hypercritical of myself. It only made me nitpick my body more. It only made me want to keep doing more and more modifications. That's facts. Please know that you are so loved, greater than your brain can even comprehend.
That's usually what be
You are
happening.
so loved by the miraculous, majestic, mighty, matchless God.
It's an addiction.
I ain't want a BBL before, but I really don't want a BBL now. That sister was talking powerful, okay? I don't know what she just did, but before we get into that, I found a way that y'all could make some side hustle money on your phones. But the only thing is that you have to play games on your phones. And I know that a lot of people do not like playing games on their phone and stuff like that, but this is an easy way to make some bread. Even if you only make an extra $100 or $200 a month, that could pay a couple bills just by playing games.
No.
And I'm still gonna spray some. I'm definitely gonna spray some natto because I'm about to go somewhere. And yeah. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is BBLs and my thoughts on getting a BBL because I have two. So yeah. Back in 2019, I had my first BBL. Went there to Turkey, had a BBL, had it done, whatever, woke up, was happy, and everything turned out great. Because I didn't have no ass, literally my back and my ass was one, like an iPad,
You're boneless.
So yeah, I did it, and
They all playing like an iPad.
it turned out great. I loved it.
That's how you know that they're programmed
in my stomach area,
to
in my
think
back
that
area,
to think like that.
my legs were.
Ain't no man
Never
said no shit
finish
like
what I was
that.
about to say before I let this lady go on. But all jokes aside, for women that, you have whatever's going on with your body. Let's just say there's something going on with your body, such as you had to give birth or something. Fellas, we are not women. Stop trying to understand a woman's intent. Just because you've seen it online does not know now you understand all women and why they get their bodies done. Listen, some women have kids and it's like we could just walk away and, look the same. We do what we do and we good. But now she had a baby and she feeling like Miss Piggy. She got to live with that. So if a lady want to get a BBL or fix her body or whatever she want to do, get a mommy makeover, whatever she wants to do, she has to live with that. My whole message is, ladies, do not be out here doing this for some type of attention. Don't be out here doing this because you want to satisfy other people. Because like this young lady is about to say right now, you will always catch yourself trying to satisfy other people once you start to do something to satisfy other people, which is why we wind up with people like Tiny, which is why we wind up with people that with their face that look like this, because they couldn't stop. First it started out with the eye wrinkles. Now they look like this, motherfucker. Then they start looking at their lips, so now they look like this, motherfucker. Then they messing with their nose, so now their nose is straight. So now you look like Michael Jackson. That's the reality. You got so addicted to pleasing people and trying to find the perfect look, which there isn't any. Now you got the Michael face. Now you got to look at the man in the mirror. Instagram has created a look that is supposed to be like the perfect look. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's an actual Instagram look now. And that look is so watered down. So there's nothing better than uniqueness. By all means, do as you may. It's your body. Understand the safety risk and understand your intentions. And try to avoid looking like an Instagram duplicate because it's getting old. And we getting old.
Kind of small always. So, yeah. So I did that. And then in 2021, I did another BBL because I wanted more, I wanted bigger, I wanted more hips.
That's where y'all be messing up.
I had a second BBL. But this BBL turned out being like too much. Like, to be honest, as I said, my legs are pretty skinny. So my ass was, I looked like an ant, to be honest. Like in the first couple of months, because the fat also goes like away a little bit. I looked like an ant. I didn't like it. Even people would like turn around and ask me if I had a BBL. This is not the whole point, you know? So I was not feeling it anymore. Like in the first few months I was kind of happy, you know, because I didn't see it until people like would tell me or ask me even if I had it done. So that's when I realized, okay, you can literally see it. So yeah, then I started like thinking about it and stuff, and at that point I was kind of regretting it, like the second one. I started to be like, yeah, I want to be more natural, whatever, you know. I want to look more skinny, and some clothes I wouldn't wear anymore because it would be like too much for me, just, you know.
Now you gotta wear sundresses to hide your kneecaps.
Yeah, that's on the BBL.
Not the kneecaps.
Now
This man in kneecaps.
And sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, what if I didn't have done it before? Like, what if I didn't do it? Because now I have a baby and stuff, and my body would have probably changed also with having a baby. Like maybe, yeah. It's not that I wake up and I cry or something, but it's sometimes I'm just like, what would my body look like, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on BBL. So if you are planning or you're thinking about getting a BBL, I mean, it depends on how your aesthetics are. Like if you really like this Coca-Cola bottle, whatever type of aesthetics, get it. But personally, me, I would not do it again. And also if I go to beach clubs, because you know I live in Dubai, and if I go to beach clubs and stuff and I see like really skinny girls, I love that. I personally love it. Like that's my personal thoughts on this. So don't hate me, please. But yeah, what do you think? Would you get a BBL? Do you regret your BBL? Do you want to get a BBL but are scared? Because that was my biggest problem. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing. I went in there and put the anesthesia in, passed out, woke up, got up, and I was like, yeah, okay. It is what it is. It was okay. It felt like muscle pain, like crazy muscle pain. Honestly, the only thing that I really hated about these BBLs is the part where you cannot sit and the massages. And yeah, the massages were so painful. Like right after the surgery, the massage, this is more, I feel like this is more hurtful than the BBL itself. So yeah, think about it, guys. It's still like a very long procedure, and it is very dangerous.
I went and got surgery, and I'm like want to transition back to my naturality. Like,
has there been any surgery that you regret?
The bum. I tried that BBL abroad.
Ew.
And got lipo. He put stuff like on my hips, and it's like the biggest thing that I regret, because now I just feel like I look like a
girl that got a BBL. Like, I already had a huge, great butt, and I feel like...
Ladies, I want to know how many of us are...
There are, like, BBL prejudice. I ain't gonna hold you, like, you know when you see somebody with a BBL, you like...
What?
That girl with the BBL. You talking about the one with the BBL? The BBL one? Like there's a category that the BBLers go into, you know? They all just fall into the same box. They get treated differently. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know the teacher bay lady? Like, she clearly has a BBL. You can't be working at no damn school. I had to really ponder on this, you know? You can't work at no school. You're not accepted here. You can't have a BBL and work at an elementary school, ma'am. These are things you got to think about. If pastor called people to the altar to repent and 10 BBLs walk down to the altar, you sending the brothers down the wrong path. You got brothers praying with one eye open. It just ain't right. You have to be mindful. You have to be. Call this BBL etiquette.
You be telling
I ain't
me,
never told y'all
don't
nothing.
touch your body, don't touch your face.
I'm telling you, to all the young girls listening, all the women listening right now, I'm telling you from someone who's been there, done it. Find peace within your natural state.
Yeah, I definitely
Because you're
agree
going to
with that.
find a flaw, and another
Always,
flaw, and
always.
another flaw, and another flaw. Surgery, any of that stuff is not a permanent fix.
Y'all, look at this.
Oh my Lord. Lord. Bless her heart. Her kneecaps.
The part I hate about BBLs, man, is that if you look at these women in the midsection area, and it just looks like a big ass, like overstuffed boudin. Like, why is your stomach flat, but it's tight as fuck? Like, dead ass OJ just ripping that glove up to put his hand in there. Like, that's what it looked like. It just looked like everything is just pulled into one spot. And it's like it wants to be fat, but it's been sculpted into not. That's the part that I don't like. I hate that part. And then the fupa area just be straight up bottom of the knot to fupa to chest and neck is all the same level from top to bottom. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at this, look at it, look at it, look at it. Like, from top to bottom, it's all the same, like, level. Like,
they should just skip that song.
It's a flat board type shit. Am I smacked that shit that hard?
I know T.I. be at home with an attitude.
Mad as fuck.
Like, what? What
What you want now? Type shit.
He come crawling out the dark and shit. Yo, this BBL is crazy. I think this is like when everybody thinks about, when they think about surgeries, it's just like, I don't want my legs to look like that. I'll put it like that. You think about Tiny. Cause the kneecaps. It's just the kneecaps.
I said the kneecaps. No, like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I know you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. At this point, we have enough evidence that BBLs need to be done away with. Okay. At this point, I really think it's become blatantly obvious that they don't age well. BBLs don't seem to age well. Seems like you have to do a lot in order to keep it up. It seems like you may have to go back and get it redone. And I really think at this point, it's just not worth it. I love Tiny. Like, I love Escape. Like, that was always one of my favorite groups. But I really just feel like Tiny, like, okay, I'm not even going to talk about her body, right? We all saw it. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to talk about her body. There is no way that I would allow my stylist to put me in an outfit that makes me look like I'm literally about to explode out of a can. Like I'm.
Y'all want to know something? A lot of your favorite artists kind of have this same build, but they know their angles. You know,
Jesus
like on
Christ. Look at that.
Instagram,
Look at that. 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 Look at
but
that.
when you see him in real life, you're like, what?
Look at that.
There's no way you're built like the letter P. There's
Look
no
at that.
way.
Look at this.
Like, I don't want to put
And
nobody
then-
out there, but Nicki Minaj.
And then no leg.
If you go down a Nicki Minaj rabbit hole, you're bound to see the truth. And the truth shall set you free. You know? Nicki ain't built how you think she built. The kneecaps be struggling. That's all I'm going to say.
Like I'm like sucked into a can and I'm just like ready to explode. Like my body is just ready to just combust out of the outfit.
Combust.
Like
we get it.
I just could not see myself allowing that
She's
to happen.
the
And it's
boss.
funny because like if you go back and you rewatch the video, Candy, look at the way that Candy is looking at Tiny. Like I feel like I can almost read her thoughts like, ooh, child, that don't look good. Once again, that's what we're all thinking, but I was actually just talking to one of my best friends about like dressing for your body type. And I feel like some women are not body aware or body conscious. Like there's something that looks good on everybody, but everything don't look good on everybody. And at certain point, you either need to retire a certain type of outfit or just don't ever wear certain types of outfits because you just don't really look good in it. Everybody don't look good in everything. It's the unfortunate truth.
So to all you Beauty in Black viewers, I started watching the first season. I just couldn't get into the second season or the second part. But the question was, can you sue your doctor if you've gotten a BBL and the BBL is just, for lack of a better phrase, jacked up? And
I'm sorry, I got a question. How do these BBLs get on a plane? Like, you ever thought about that? How does some of these BBLs fit in them small-ass plane seats? Like, do you have...
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I saw during COVID at work, man. I mean, you know, I work at the airport, man. Now everybody know that. But during COVID, man, there was an influx of women just going in and out the country to go get BBLs. And they were riding in the motherfucking wheelchairs. Backward, like hands like this on the back of the seat, leaning over, ass up, knees in the seat, feet dangling behind them. So they're riding backwards, face to face with the person pushing them in the wheelchair. And I would assume that that's how they was on the air. They was on the airplane too. I would assume. I don't know for sure, but I would assume. That would make sense. Retarded.
have to rent out seat A and seat B? Like, each cheek got to get a seat. Like, somebody messing around seeing your right cheek seat. Like, do you let them know? Like, I'm sorry, that's my right cheek seat. Because ain't no way anybody sitting next to you. And then I got another question. How are y'all walking up and down the aisles? You rubbing all type of hip juice on a brother's shoulder. Them aisles be slim. You got to walk side to side. One last question. How are you using the bathroom on the planes? Do people even use bathrooms on the plane? See, as a man, it's kind of easy. But how are y'all surviving travel? Because BBLers are always in the airports.
And the answer is yes. The problem is, in the state of Georgia,
they need to have like the BBL accessible seats, you know?
We have medical malpractice protocol that basically says that in order for you to sue a doctor for medical malpractice, you would have to have another doctor actually look at the procedure and draft an affidavit and certify under oath that the first doctor did something wrong that breached the standard of care. And to be honest with you, frankly, if there is not a significant amount of damages, most attorneys are not going to touch that case. And then it's always an issue trying to find a doctor that's going to say something negative about another doctor, especially in the area of practice of plastic surgery. But can you sue? Yes, you can. Is it going to be an easy lawsuit for you to maneuver through? No, it will not be. And I would make a joke about, you know, something else not being easy, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, yes, you can sue for a bad BBL.
So if there's one surgery that I could not have, read one time and not have, would definitely be a BBL. I wasn't even booked in to have a BBL. I was booked in to have liposuction. And then I was like, do you want to stick that? Don't get rid of it. Stick that.
Which one is worse? I want to hear it in the comments. A BBL that's botched, like they got the letter P butt, or the lips. The lips are crazy. Because you can't hide the lips. Like, what you going to do? You act like it's cold every day? COVID is passing. All right, COVID ain't a problem no more. You got folks out here with the double D lips. Y'all done seen them, the duck lips. Y'all seen them, and lips could change your whole face. If you do the lips wrong, you're fried. I don't even know if the lips is reversible. I'm sure it is. But when you ever get
Nah,
your
they not
lips back,
reversible,
like
but
your
it does
past lips, the
dissolve
originals,
quicker than
I don't
anything
think you
else.
could get the original lips back. They probably
Nah,
make
you
you
can't.
sign a contract of understanding. You can't go back to the original lips after this. Say goodbye to your birth lips. The bad lips is crazy. But if you got bad lips and no BBL, now it just look like you didn't get the whole package. You got a discount. Because how you got the big lips and a little butt? That don't make no damn sense. You can't have big lips and a little butt. If you're going to do it, go full-fledged. Because with those lips, you can't work at a coat factory. Like, what you doing working at Chick-fil-A talking about it's my
Can't
pleasure
work at a
with
coat,
those
hit a
lips?
coat factory.
Got brothers turning around like, what you mean it's your pleasure? Huh? When? Huh? Brothers is taking this my pleasure seriously with them kind of lips. I don't know. I think the lips is worse. I ain't gonna hold
In my butt cheeks. I did ask for a natural burn. I said I don't want anybody to notice that I've had it done. And after surgery, I'd put about a stone on. So they don't tell you. Like the fat don't then go to the places you've had lipo. It then goes to your ass. So it just got bigger and bigger. So I had to lose a stone. So my bum did not look big, really. I think it's in more proportion now because I've lost a stone. But still, yeah.
Lost a
They don't tell you
stone.
after you have BBL. You're not in control of it, so you don't know how big it's going to be. And if you put weight on, it just goes straight there. It fluffs the first year anyway, regardless if you put weight on or not, it fluffs. So they'll put it in, it feels firm, and then it fluffs, which I just mean, it's a term they call it gets bigger. So yeah, in a few years, I'm going to have it taken out because my next big birthday is 50. I don't really walking around wearing a pair of leggings and everyone's like staring at your ass. It's just not a vibe I'm going for. And I don't like being looked at anyway. Not looked at, that sounds wrong, but I don't like people staring at you. It gives me anxiety. So yeah, but thank God I'm in my baggy clothes era. I'm in my little boy era. Sometimes I like to get dressed up and wear something, a little skimpy number, but very rarely.
These BBLs killing y'all.
And the thighs don't match.
Well, turn to your neighbor and say, these BBLs killing y'all.
Oh, Lord.
And the thighs don't match.
Ladies,
Well.
I want to know how many of us
And the thighs
are
don't
regretting
match.
their BBLs. Are we regretting it, or are we wanting another round? Do we need to fix it? Tell me how you feel about your BBL or your body procedures. I would love to know. I would love to know.
Please don't travel right after you get a BBL.
Oh,
Listen to your doctors.
Oh, Lord. That ain't no way to go out. That ain't no way to go out.
Impacted even further.
Where's she sitting, though?
By the fact that after a certain amount of time, a lot of these women are not even content with the new body they have because they don't understand how the mind works. If you are not at peace with yourself, it's because of something going on inside. You transform the outside, and after the honeymoon period of the new breasts and buttocks is over, you still back to not feeling good about yourself. So now you want to go back out and get some more surgery, i.e. Little Kim. And I'm not picking on my sister, Little Kim, but from what I understand from her history, she was psychologically abused by her father. And I don't know her whole life, but I saw a documentary speaking to how Little Kim was psychologically abused by her father. And I believe that that played a big role in why she underwent so much surgery. Little Kim was beautiful. Little Kim didn't need any surgery. She was a drop-dead gorgeous woman.
That's actually crazy.
She didn't need the surgery. But because of what was done to her by her father, I believe, and I could be wrong, just with the limited information that I have, I believe that had a lot to do with why Little Kim went on the slicing table. And I think that has a lot to do with why a lot of black women go on the slicing table, being rejected by men, mistreated by men, abandoned by their parents, ridiculed for their physical appearance. Michael Jackson is a good example. Michael Jackson is the best male example of surgery being performed on your external self for problems going on in the internal self. Michael Jackson was robbed of his childhood. Michael Jackson was
Saying Michael Jackson got a BBL is crazy though. I ain't gonna hold you. But nah, what he's saying right now is facts.
He's just talking about cosmetic surgery. He ain't talking about BBL.
When there's a problem internally and you mess with it externally, Michael Jackson with a BBL is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry.
Abused by his father. Michael Jackson often spoke of how his peers would talk about his big nose. Michael Jackson was traumatized by his own people for how he looked. And as a result of that, he desecrated himself physically. It's the same thing black women are doing. Someone made them feel insecure and unvalued as who they were. And so they're now seeking to reinvent themselves artificially on the surgeon's table. And it's a very dangerous thing to do.
And we spoke about the physical,
That's a
we have the
spoken word.
psychological, and the last thing people listening need to know about is the financial burden. A lot of these surgeries are done through credit.
Are done through
credit.
I wasn't aware that so many surgeries are done through credit, but I tell you something I experienced recently. I was in the airport in the Dominican Republic coming back from Guadeloupe, and I didn't get a chance to venture out into the community. It was only the airport, but I had like a 4-hour layover. And every woman who passed me was voluptuous. It took me a minute to catch on, but I'm like, every woman is super. I mean, the best bodies you ever see in your life. And then it just hit me. And I text one of my female associates.
Ruining your credit for a booty loan is crazy.
For a booty loan,
I wonder,
it's
is there like a
hilarious.
booty bank?
It is.
That like primarily serves like patients that want to get BBLs. Like, is there a booty bank? Like, for booty loans?
See, so I said, where do most surgery get done? And she mentioned
done.
the Dominican Republic is one of the top destinations for the surgery because it didn't hit me at first. I said, wait a minute, all these women are just super, are they work? I mean, the Dominican Republic, they're just born like this? Then I said, wait a minute, this might be a surgery place. And that's when I found out that it was, you know, but a lot of them will sacrifice. They sacrifice, you know, they put up, they save their money. A lot of them are middle-class black women who couldn't afford it. As you said, some of them are sisters who struggle financially and they do it through credit or they do it through whatever they got to do to get that money up.
Sometimes it's an investment. Like, this is something I always thought about. Like, especially if a girl has maybe an idea to start an OnlyFans or to become a dancer. Like, I'm talking about, you know, the nighttime ballerinas. Y'all know I'm talking about the strippers. But anyways, sometimes it's an investment for them. You know, they see it as, all right, if I do this, I can pay it off by shaking it. You know, if I do this, I can pay it off by posting it. You know, so sometimes they see this as the start to their future. It's kind of like me buying this camera, this light, this computer setup, this soundboard, everything. It's an investment. It's equipment. You know, it's a tax write-off. Yo, it's all coming together. We're starting to understand BBL psychology, all right? Booty psychology.
And it's just a shame. It's just a shame.
I don't understand this shit.
Black
What are you talking
people
about?
have become so spiritually famished that we now feel that we have to desecrate our bodies in order to feel better about ourselves.
SZA says she's mad that she got a BBL. She tells us to
Oh
Vogue magazine.
no,
It's been
not
written up in
SZA.
recent online articles as well.
Like,
but she
duh,
goes on to
bitch.
say that she does love her butt. You know, this brings up the topic of plastic surgery and BBLs in particular. Something as a family doctor, I'm often talking with my patients who are interested about plastic surgery, as I might have to do pre-op evaluations or give guidance, etc. You know, one thing that you should know is that over the years, BBLs, or Brazilian butt lifts, by the way, that's a procedure where fat is taken from the abdomen, the belly, or the low back or something like that and placed in the buttocks. Over the last few years, it's been recognized the higher mortality and higher complication rate that surgery has compared to other plastic surgeries. And as a result, a task force was developed to develop safer surgical procedures for surgeons. So it's not to say that you can't get a BBL, you just need to really be thoughtful about your surgeon. By the way, only get a surgeon who is board certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Make sure that you do your homework. Make sure that your doctor talks to you about the risks versus the benefits. You always want to be very thoughtful about the decisions you make about your body. Always be aware and always, always, always see a board certified physician.
Julie, my life is upside.
Yeah, don't go to nobody's basement to get an ass. Like, they're going to put cement in your butt. Like, real life. I know I've been joking this whole video, but you can really find videos of
Yeah.
women that got
They
cement put in
definitely
their
did
booty.
that.
Like, or just other material in general, other than a fat transfer, other than, you know, what you're probably thinking you're about to get. And that joint don't jiggle. It just sit. You know, it just sit back there. And again, if your kneecaps don't match, it's very obvious.
Down. I'm suffering from low
Your
self-esteem.
kneecaps
I
don't
did a
match.
BBL in 2022 and I have never been happy ever since then. Before I did it, I thought I would make money and everybody would want me, but that is not the case. People shame me everywhere I go. I can't go to the markets, I can't go to church. Everyone looks at me in a weird way. I now only come out at night. The only time I don't feel bad about it is when I go to the club. Even at that, men talk to me in a very rude way. People don't like associating with me during the day, only at night. I'm just tired, honestly. What should I do?
That's sad.
Can it be taken out?
It's
Like,
over
can it
with.
take out? I mean, I don't know much about BBL.
It's over with.
All of that. Do they take it out? Like when you feel like you want to
It's over with.
reverse? What happens? Like, I don't know. You guys, what do you think you should do?
It's over with.
I really don't know.
Like when somebody
It's
has
nothing
a
for you to do
BBL,
at this point.
you have to
You're stuck.
understand that people are really going to sexualize you. Like, and I mean a certain type of BBL, okay? When I'm speaking on a BBL this whole video, I'm not just saying the procedure, because there are some BBLs that are natural looking. And I mean, you wouldn't even know. And those are the ones that, you know, people are probably striving to get. But there's other BBLs where it's like, it's voluptuous, you know? And I can only imagine what their dating experience looks like. I might do a whole nother video about that, because that's actually very interesting. But how do you prevent from people going for you for your butt? And then when the attention in your life changes, like pre-big butt to post-big butt, do you question, are they just here because of my butt? That's a real thing. People that didn't want to talk to you back then now want to talk to you. And you know it ain't for you. It's for what's back there. It's for your butt. It's for the double D twins. It's because you're smuggling the kids. You're working for the cartel. But seriously.
You should just consult your doctor or something. I don't know if it's a case of low self-esteem now, or maybe a BBL that was not properly done. I don't know, but I don't know. You should probably write back and be specific. Right? My name is Julie Cassie. And I'm a realist.
I will tell you right now, the worst, absolute worst side effect of getting a BBL. I've had mine for about 1.5 years now. Girls will hate you for absolutely no fucking reason. They will be such fucking mean ass haters to you, even if you're the nicest fucking person. It really brings out the worst in jealous ass insecure bitches. I'm like, girl, you could go get a BBL too. Another thing that I hate is sometimes I wish that I didn't get a BBL because I don't like the type of men that I initially attract with this body. When you have a huge ass and a tiny waist, arugula everywhere you go, the type of men that I used to attract were just more wholesome, down to earth type of men. So now I have to be more discerning, which I'm not fucking good at either. Another thing is some clothes will just never fit you. There's no fucking way I can ever wear Levi jeans. Not happening. These are my favorite jeans. They're not even jeans. These are sweatpants. This is not even a real pocket. The side effect that makes it all worth it is when you eat, your ass gets bigger.
More power to you,
exactly.
So ladies, just
Complain
think twice
more
before you get a BBL. And fellas, think twice before you deal with a woman with a BBL. Because in the back of my mind, I always have this thought, and I think we all do, but we just don't say it out loud. There's no way you wiping your ass well. Because usually the BBLers got the T-Rex arms. You know, the arms never match. Their elbows be up to their shoulder and their ass be down to their knees. So there's no way you're getting all of that doo-doo. You can't. It's not possible.
I agree with that.
Every time one pops up on social media, I immediately think to myself, she ain't getting all the doo-doo. Ain't no way.
Cleaning
My
that.
brothers that got problem with lust, next time you see a BBL, I want you to think. There's a possibility that
I stay away from the BBL chicks because of the same reason. I done ran across a couple of them that just had a
now I want to hear from you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe
going
button,
on back
turn on
there.
my post notifications and all that good stuff, man.
Because they wasn't
Hey,
used to
man,
that
look,
ass. They wasn't born to.
like I
They
say
wasn't
in all of
born
my
with the
videos,
ass.
if you
So
want to
they
make money
just,
playing games on your phone,
you know,
these companies are literally paying people
it ain't
just
getting
to play
the
games on your
it
phone.
ain't
It's
getting
actually crazy
the
when I
love
think
it's
about it.
supposed
All you
to.
got to do is click the link in the description below or the link in the comments below. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you catch yourself making money,
What up, though,
making
life?
your
What
money.
up, though, life?
All right. But anyways, y'all, until next
We'll be
time, y'all, it's
sliding
been
up
your
out of
boy
here
Top
soon, man.
Boogie.
I got
I'm
2 more
outta here,
videos to
man.
do before I get up out of here.
These BBLs killing y'all, and the thighs don't match. Well,
Yeah, I got some stuff I got to do today.
now you got an arm just like a T-Rex. Oh, no. These BBLs killing y'all. No. Y'all be safe out there.
Goofy hell.
Democrats have voted 14 times now, Shannon, to keep the government
Look at you.
closed.
Welcome to the club.
The shutdown. So I think we should do the nuclear option.
When you got the whole
That's
team
what's up.
helping, no EBT.
Oh yeah, man. It put you in that REM sleep quick, man. Put you in that REM sleep real quick. Yeah, hold up, I'm gonna be right back.
So we finally just learned the real reason why the Democrat Party is refusing to reopen the government, and it is not pretty. And EBT recipients, SNAP, food stamps, whatever you want to call it, people who vote overwhelmingly Democrat, if they vote at all, are already resorting to extreme measures to compensate for their SNAP benefits not re-upping on November 1st.
When you got the whole team helping, no EBT.
Oh, not the little kid. So you have the whole family looting a grocery store, running out with all their stuff. You have the parents encouraging this. Terrible.
People is not paying attention to y'all. I'm in the white neighborhood at their HEB, and I'm gonna walk out with my groceries. Easy peasy.
So people are just risking jail time stealing from grocery stores. And meanwhile, you have this scene in a Walmart where people are saying that Trump cut us off. So they're not understanding what's going on right now.
Let's go, they're shutting it off. Move. They took our cars.
I'm not paying for this.
Oh, she can't leave with that.
Trump cut us off, man. We gotta
Get
eat.
in the car, hurry up.
Nothing left for us.
This lady even went so far as to pour laundry detergent into a soda cup.
What is you doing? Everything is free. Everything is free. You gonna pay for that? I ain't paying for shit. I'm doing like everybody else doing. You so ghetto for that? Take this. I'm not holding that. That's thieving. I don't care. You don't get us caught up. I don't care. What if it? No, what if just? Oh Lord.
What if they forget what's in it and just try to take a sip later? Oh my god, that'd be disgusting. Some geniuses are even brazenly filming themselves, filling up a basket, walking out, pointing at security and saying, see, they're not gonna do anything about it.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna teach y'all a thing or two, right? Whenever you come to Walmart and you got just a little bit of stuff, not a lot of stuff, this is what you do. You go in here, you walk this month, you don't worry about her, them, him, or them. All you worry about basically is just pushing through. Y'all be worried about security and shit. Look, it goes 1, 2, 3. You just keep it pushing. That's the way. All you gotta do is look. I don't know where the hell is he going. Why you running? All you gotta do is fill in the basket and walk out. And hopefully they hit you. That way you get paid for it. But they didn't. But that's how you go into Walmart and get a free basket. Security won't touch you. You just gotta watch out for LP. Hey, for everybody watching, go get you some free shit. That's a cheat code. All you gotta do is be able to fill up your basket and walk out with it. The rest is history.
Smoke weed every day. You're still acting like it's 2020 and you can just break all the laws in broad daylight. Nothing will happen.
Smoke a little bit of bud before you go to sleep, man. It gives these get you to that REM sleep a little quicker.
Matter of time that you will get locked up.
November 3rd.
Oh yeah, they dumb as fuck.
I need everybody to meet.
It's over with.
At Walmart, 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Over with.
We walking out that thing. Fill your buggy up, man. And run. Just get ready to run.
Yep.
Active robbery in progress.
At best. At best. If not, they'll get recognized by LP when they go into the store again next time they go, and they gonna get hit
Like,
with
they is not playing.
But we now know the Democrats' real reason for
criminal
the shutdown,
trespassing
and we know
and
that the Democrats are playing political games with people's lives
that
because
other
even
shit.
their own senators are calling them out for it.
How do you see it? Who do you blame for this?
Well, I mean, for me, fundamentally, I'm deeply distressing to know that 42 million Americans are going to lose their SNAP benefits. And now that's one of the big reasons why I refuse to shutting our government down. And again, I feel like the Democrats really need to own the shutdown. I mean, we're shutting it down. I know why they claim, because they want to address the tax credits, and I fully support that. I voted for all of their RCRs every single time, and I refuse to put 42 million Americans in the kinds of food insecurity. Now, this is all is solved by just reopen our government, and the people are now paid.
So basically what's happening is that Congress needs to pass something called a continuing resolution, or a CR, as you heard Fetterman mention. A continuing resolution will essentially fund the government, thus reopening it. Democrats are claiming that Republicans will not support healthcare premium subsidies, period. But this is a bold-faced lie.
Can I ask you, in terms of negotiations, and
that's basically what it is. Why continue to get paid
the end of December,
to have everything shut down and not do no work?
Over in the House, there are 14 House Republicans who have said that they will sign on and they will vote for a one-year extension of the subsidies.
So even Caitlin Collins of CNN is admitting that there are 14 House Republicans who support extending the ACA premium subsidies for at least a year. So Democrats are trying to.
And the crazy part is they're not even trying to explain what they aren't getting.
So even Caitlin Collins of CNN
so it's just an indefinite stalemate for nothing, at least to the public perception. That's the part that doesn't make any sense at all to me, at least, or most folks.
That proposal was laughable. Do you think that's laughable, or is that something you could get behind?
Yeah, no, let me tell you why it's laughable. Because it's cynical. Republicans want to sign on to just one little extra year of these ACA subsidies. You want to know why? What's happening next year? Midterm election. They want to extend these subsidies just a year extra so that people don't realize the dupe that they are pulling on everyone, so that they can all re-elect themselves and allow those things to expire the moment that they win re-election.
So AOC is clearly in the House. She's a congressperson. Their elections happen every 2 years. She doesn't seem to realize the cell phone of admitting that Republicans are not opposed to these subsidies, that they have supported extending them for a year, and that Democrats are essentially keeping the government shut down for political purposes. If she admits that they want to extend them for a year, then the Democrat Party's argument that Republicans don't want to extend these subsidies completely falls apart. But I guess she's never been the brightest bulb. But this is how you know the Democrats are merely playing political games. They are explicitly extending the shutdown in order to energize their base to turn out the vote in the Virginia and New Jersey gubernatorial elections.
Senator, before you go, will the government open this upcoming week? This is getting seriously impacting the U.S. economy. What's your take?
I think it's likely to open Wednesday or Thursday of this week. The Democrats will wait until after Election Day because they think a shutdown is good for energizing the crazies in their party. But I think it'll be either late this week or early next week.
So the Democrats have been using the government shutdown
because people don't be knowing what the hell she doing for real.
Protests when it comes to
they're just voting for it because that's a name that they recognize.
The team are not holding back. They're admitting that the Democrats are playing games with
which is still crazy as shit.
Mainly because the Democrat Party's in the midst of a civil war.
President Trump just truthed out that he needs to hear from the courts how this is going to be done. And Jake, as you know, the best way for SNAP benefits to get paid is for 5 Democrats to cross the aisle and reopen the government.
Right, but there is this contingency fund, and as recently as September 30th, the Agricultural Department had a memo saying that these funds, the contingency funds, I think it's about $5 or $6 billion, could be used to pay these benefits.
Yeah, you got to remember, man, most of these folks is retarded and they can't read. So name recognition and social viability is the name of the game when it comes down to voting processes now.
And they should just open the government. That is the easiest way to do this.
So in case you haven't realized, the Democrats are fighting a civil war between essentially the party upper echelon, the electeds, and their hysterical and irate left-wing base. Think the types of people who are in love with people like Mamdani, AOC, and Bernie Sanders.
I just heard Mamdani just won out there in New York too. So, hey man, it's done for out there, man. We cooked. We cooked, man.
Hurting Democrat voters. Remember, Trump has made sure that servicemen and women have been paid. Trump and his team are happy to apply more pressure to the Democrat Party by invoking the nuclear option.
And that's why President Trump has said Republicans need to get tough, they need to get smart, and they need to use this option to get rid of the filibuster, to reopen the government and do right by the American public. We know, Maria, based on the polling and based on common sense, that the vast majority of this country wants the government reopened. That's what President Trump is willing to do. That's what he wants, and he's willing to use any lever to make it happen.
Years ago, it was actually the Democrats that invoked the nuclear option in the Senate because Obama had said there was an unprecedented pattern of obstruction
I don't know,
imposed
man.
by the Republican Party. And
I don't know enough about any of these political situations, but all I know is that if New York's rent starts to go down, then Atlanta's rent's gonna start to go down, which is always a good thing.
Nuclear option. This is a totally different nuclear, by the way.
Always a good thing.
It's called ending the filibuster.
While it's unlikely that Republicans will actually get rid of the filibuster right now, since both parties get to use it as a pressure tactic on one another, historically this has been the case, as well as an excuse for not passing XYZ legislation, Democrats have used this threat against Republicans multiple times in the past. Plus, if the shutdown is primarily putting the squeeze on Democrat
This is true.
rather than Republican
This is
voters,
true.
then why would Trump do anything?
I mean, I don't care about rent, honestly.
But ultimately,
I just want the people that can't afford to live in my area to quit complaining about living in my area and move over to places where they can afford to live, so my area can continue to be prosperous. Because I would love for gentrification to keep sweeping over the area so my property values can go up.
And they completely melted down.
Can I ask you, Representative Ocasio-Cortez, on that? Because we actually heard from House Speaker Mike Johnson today on Chuck Schumer. He said he supported the shutdown to prevent a primary challenge from his left wing. Do you think that's what's driving Senator Schumer here?
No, absolutely not. It is so, it's such an insane suggestion. And
because gentrification came to a screeching halt in the last 2-3 years over in my area. If they can get that shit back ramped up again.
They're like, uh-oh, she is fumbling this answer, just stalling. That's what it was, such an
if they can get that ramped back up again,
thing to say. That's someone
I'll be in a good situation.
They are refusing to do their job. They're grasping for straws. They're trying to make this about political tabloids and political intrigue and horse races. Exactly the kinds of things that people are sick of in this country. We're sick of it. We're sick of talking about these horse races, and we're sick of leaders.
Yeah, because you keep losing.
Who only want to spend their time talking about that instead of talking about real issues that affect our lives. Instead of talking about healthcare, instead of talking about wages, instead of talking about having air that's drinkable. I mean, air that's breathable and
air that's drinkable.
And
air that's drinkable.
It is honestly astonishing to me that the Speaker of the House would waste his time on something so
at one point in time I thought she was cute
instead of actually worrying about his own.
I can't stand her.
Mentioning that your party's in crisis and melting down into civil war. I love how Bernie right there, look at that wave.
Instead of actually worrying about his own constituents who are suffering at the hands of his leadership.
But are you saying that Senator Schumer should not be worried about a primary challenge from you?
I mean,
all right.
No.
Let me jump in on this one. This is what
we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
This is what we're talking about.
Okay, so AOC starts yelling, making a fool of herself. Air that's drinkable. You know, I love drinking air. And Bernie's like, waiting, come on, let me get a word in edgewise. And he starts to raise his voice so that she doesn't look as nuts.
Country that is falling apart. We had a housing crisis, a healthcare crisis, an education crisis, massive income and wealth inequality, a corrupt campaign finance system, and the media says, oh, you're gonna run, what are you gonna run for? Nobody cares.
Yeah, no one cares that your party's in crisis. I don't know, maybe they don't. But anyway, so CNN is asking them about your party is obviously in a civil war. Schumer's
always the voice of reason, but
they melt down. They act like
the person that can't do shit about it.
From the audience, like a half an hour later, asked the same exact question. Watch how they field it then.
I mean, I don't think Bernie's a moron. I think he has good ideas. He just has absolutely no way to implement it because he's never going to be in power to do anything to do it. He has absolutely no idea how to implement any of the cool, possibly groundbreaking ideas that he comes up with because he doesn't fulfill any
primaries for a reason.
need
we may have
anywhere
our differences amongst one another
besides just being an idea
some
guy.
may be more conservative, some may be more liberal, or any other number of differences. That's what we have primaries for. I believe in endorsing the nominee of the party after a primary has resolved itself.
Well, in a sense, I mean, if you're privatizing the entire country, it kind of is an issue of the rich. It's like I was telling somebody before, or I was telling somebody this at work the other day. It's been a long time since it's actually been a black versus white situation. It's been a long period of the have and have-nots, and once people start to understand that, then you start to understand that Trump isn't just against black people; he's against broke motherfuckers. You know, and I mean, not saying that I'm rich or anything like that, but I mean, I just you can inherently see the issues that come around when you're not seeing it in that aspect. Well, I mean, you're a halves. I mean, I wouldn't see the standpoint of a have not if I was a have too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of the issues that's going on right now is that we definitely have a issue of privatization of the entire country. The country has been parted out in a lot of ways to people that do have the money and other countries that have stepped in and have the money. You know what I'm saying? So at least that's what I see. Yeah, that was a joke. I mean, I'm in the exact same boat. That's what I'm saying. Like, where I'm neither a have or a have not. But when there are disparities that come from the idea that the haves are running what's going on for profit, and the profit is no longer profiting, and that's why a whole lot of people are having all these issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this. Like, what do we have? Amazon laid off 100,000 people. UPS laid off 48,000 people. What's going on, Tatted? And the only rationale they had behind it is that it's not because they just bought a whole bunch of AI robots to do the work or anything like that. The issue that they're having is the lack of people spending money. So instead of trying to figure out, no, they can afford it. It's just they're fucking with the profit lines. Now, if people aren't spending money because they're broke, and they're broke because they don't have jobs, the easiest way to line the pockets of the people that are still ahead is to drop the highest percentage of loss, which would be technically the labor force. You know, I mean, this is the exact same kind of idea. You know, surface level thinking that you do when you're management at a restaurant or something like that. When you have a slow period, you get rid of all the people that don't really the low paid people that don't really mean anything. Yeah. Yeah. See, the thing is that it's like they're sacrificing the idea of the people, the laborers that prop up the actual expansion for the expansion of the C-suite level people to continue to get their profits and their bonuses. You don't find it suspicious that every time they have mass layoffs, that CEOs, CFOs, and CSOs all get pay increases that are almost equal to how much the labor force lost out on? It's just, it's one of those, Ouroboros situations, the snake that eats itself, you know? Exactly. And I mean, I would understand that more than likely if I was a multi-millionaire and I just wanted to keep getting the same money for doing the same thing forever. But like, it's somebody that's been in multiple levels. I've been a dishwasher. I've been a GM. I've been a district manager for restaurants and whatnot like that. And then working in the retail world, I had to be the one to lay people off. And the only reason why we were doing it is because of labor percentage. Labor percentage would get high when we didn't have a lot of extenuating profits. And the only reason why we needed extenuating profits is to make sure that y'all get paid and I get paid. You know what I'm saying? So we're at a point now where people are making billions of dollars a year. And instead of taking a loss of $1 million, they'd rather get rid of $1 million worth of laborers to then in turn lose $3 million next year because they need to get rid of another $3 million worth of laborers. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's one of those situations. Like I said, it's a have and have not situation forever. People are stupid. And it just so happens that, like I said, when we started to get to a point in time where capitalism became extreme to where everything became privatized and owned by somebody else, that's when we started getting to the point where it was no longer viable to be the laborer or no longer viable to not be the CEO, CFO, CSO, you know? Exactly. So instead of taking the loss, the short-term loss, and pay the people that are here, that are making the job work, they get rid of the people so they can continue to make the money that they're making, and whatever profits that they get, then they break that down into bonuses and whatnot like that. But then subsequently, when things ramp up, you SOL holding your dick because you ain't got nobody to do the work. And as much as they make it seem like AI and robots are going to take over all of these factory type jobs and whatnot like that, it's not happening quick enough. And that's why profits are still going to fall. I mean, literally, if people are not making money, they're not going to spend money. Exactly. And then with the way Gen Z works, Gen Z don't even stick around for the entire training period to know that they don't like the job. At least back when we were growing up, we would stay around for the entire training period, get that first check, look around, see how bad it is, ask people that's been there for a minute. And if they hate the job, then we'll be like, let's go find something else while we're still here. Gen Z don't care. And these people are the ones that are between 18 and 28. They don't care. 2 days in, they heard from somebody else that works there already that this shit sucks. They ain't even gonna wait to see if it does or doesn't. They gone. Now you gotta pay them to do nothing, to be somewhere else getting trained. I know people that are habitual trainers. They will go to a job, get the training, leave before they even get their first check, still get paid. Now they're getting 4 checks for 4 different training situations. And they ain't even at the job, none of the jobs. It's stupid. But I mean, if you're gonna pay me for 4.5 weeks of training at a job that I know I ain't gonna like, why not take advantage of it? Because you're gonna take advantage of me if I get through it all and I don't like it or whatever. But that's a problem for down here. And the stuff that we were talking about at the beginning before right when I paused it, were problems of people up here. We somewhere up in here-ish, not giving a fuck because I'm gonna make some money either way. I'm the one that's spending the money. I'm spending hundreds of dollars a week on Amazon, keeping these people afloat. So I mean, I can see it from both sides, but at the same time, it's an overall issue of trickle down economics never was going to work, and the fact that we're still rolling with it 15 plus years later shows that it's never going to work. The reason why we're at $32 trillion in debt shows that trickle down economics will never have a place. It'll never make sense. But that's and the fact that Bernie, somebody that's net worth is what, $15 million or something like that, always complains about rich people. You're one of those people. You're 70 something years, 80 years old. You're 80 years old, holding a position in which you can get $100,000 a year to sit around and talk. Propagandize whatever ideas that you think are solutions, but never really do anything in the form of a solution. That's what the issue is. I can't remember how many seats there are in the Senate, in the House, but think about it like that. We're paying $100,000 at minimum to over 22 seats in the House, 40 something in the Senate or something like that, or maybe vice versa. 80 some odd people, plus $500K a year for the president, which may or may not be getting taken by Trump because he's rich already or whatever. He may have denounced the check or whatever, but who cares? You're spending well over $50 million a year for people to sit around and talk. And most of these people are well over the age of retirement. And nobody sees a problem with that. Think about how many people are in their 30s, 40s that have been in politics or in, high position lawyers or something like that, that would love to take the seat as a judge or love to take the seat as a senator house, but they have absolutely no way to do it because they're waiting on people to die so that the seat could open up. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine whatever job that you're working and you have to wait for somebody to die for you to get a fucking promotion. To get that next pay bump, you have to wait on the person ahead of you to die because they're never going to retire. And even if they do retire, they get to hold their benefits and most of their pay in perpetuity. Like, what? What? Like, how much money are we just throwing away to have people seem important? I don't know. None of this shit makes sense. Yeah. We need common people that don't have any kind of political backing or political knowledge to take positions of power in politics. But it's not going to be able to happen because there's all these stipulations in between. I think regular common folks, like, you go get you a coalition of farmers and they get a representative and that person goes and runs for president, or a coalition of retail workers and then they get a representative and that person goes and runs for president. Coalition of salesmen or something. You know what I'm saying? We not only do we need caps on income, we need age caps. We don't need people that are 80, 70, 80 years old making decisions for people for the next 20 years when they were born in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? Government should be completely banned from stocks. I believe that. They should be banned from starting businesses while seated. Yeah. Yeah. Completely agree. Yeah. You should not be able to have a profiting business while you're seated as a Senate member or a House member or presidential, who gives a fuck? If you're in a high seat in the government, you shouldn't need to have a business besides the business of doing your job correctly. You know? And as soon as you probably do that, then you probably take away the profiteering from the stocks and the profiteering from the insider knowledge, and people will start to actually do their fucking job. I mean, I think it's simple as that. I mean, yeah, go for your book deal. Whatever. Cool. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah. You feel me? Like, go write your book, go sell your book. I don't care. The book is not a big deal or whatever. Go make millions of dollars off your book, your memoirs or what have you. But there's no reason for you to own 13 Dunkin' Donuts. And you know for a fact that we're about to go into war with Guatemala or some shit like that. So you know that the coffee bean is going to go up in price, which means you can put the prices higher before everybody else does. Doesn't make any sense. You know, because of insider knowledge, that you went to one of these world conventions with other political leaders of the world, and you find out that China has an issue with keeping up with computer chip output. So you sell all of your car dealerships to people that don't know any different, to subsequently find out that they can't sell any cars or bring any cars in because they don't have the computer chips they need in them. These are the kind of conflicts of interest that we're dealing with right now on a day-to-day basis, with these people owning a seat in the Senate for their lifetime and then owning major pieces of the world that we live in and have to interact with. It's just retarded. It's retarded. No other country in the world has politicians that own so much of the country that they're trying to help fix. And they have absolutely no reason to fix anything because they're profiting off the idea that shit is fucked up. It's just weird. Just weird. And we're too busy blaming each other, all the folks at the bottom,
long story short,
to notice that they're fucking us over at the top.
On Caitlin Collins for asking the obvious question. But Democrats, meanwhile, keep blatantly lying to the public and to their own voters who are losing SNAP benefits. Remember, the official Democrat X account tweeted out recently that Republicans still control the House, Republicans still control the Senate, Republicans still control the White House. This is their shutdown. Except anyone with a 5th grade civics education understands the
weirdest
rule
shit,
in the
man.
Senate, which requires a 60-vote supermajority to vote on legislation. Republicans only control 53 out of the 100 Senate seats, meaning that 7 Democrats must vote yes for the CR to pass. And as things currently stand, they actually have people like Fetterman who voted for the continuing resolution, people like Republicans like Rand Paul who've not voted for it, meaning that essentially the GOP has 55 votes in favor of the continuing resolution.
Strange
85
activities.
more Democrat votes.
Tell you that
Hence,
much.
it's the Democrats holding up the shutdown.
Tatted
So
arachnid.
Democrats
What's
say that
happening?
Republicans won't vote for those premium subsidies. Then even CNN points out how Republicans have already offered extending the subsidies for a year, and people like AOC say, yeah, but a year isn't long enough, thus moving the goalpost. The Democrats don't even care that at this point they cannot provide a coherent rationale for why they are keeping the government shut down. This is because most of their voters exist in such an extreme anti-Trump media echo chamber that their own party is is screwing them over, in essence,
Basically,
for political
yeah,
purposes.
that's
And
exactly
the
what
echo
it
chamber has
is.
only gotten that much stronger in the last 10 years. So the Democrats
What?
really aren't worried that the truth will ever reach their voters' ears. And they're probably right. But for those of us who don't have TDS and who can watch Trump, he has no problem keeping it real.
We are now approaching the longest shutdown in American history.
Democrats' fault.
Under your president.
I like how it just slips in Democrats' fault.
I don't want to get into too much of a
But
back and
here's
forth
all
on
they
this.
have to do.
Yeah.
Open up the country. We only
Meaning
need
end the
5
shutdown.
of their votes. We only need 5 votes. And already a few Democrats are already voting. They want to open up, and we'll fix all of those problems. Those problems are much easier than what I just did with solving all these wars.
Basically, Republicans under Trump right now want to reform the healthcare system to make it less costly and more efficient. They want to reduce fraud and waste, and they want to ensure that no illegal immigrants are able to receive benefits. Extending these subsidies for 1 year would essentially allow negotiating room to make necessary changes rather than locking the federal government into almost $2 trillion in subsidies over the next several years. Democrats unsurprisingly want to undo the anti-fraud restrictions for SNAP and Medicaid benefits restrictions which were imposed by the One Big Beautiful Bill. In other words, the Democrats want to undo restrictions that prevent illegal immigrants from receiving health care and other taxpayer-funded benefits. While Democrats would say that it's technically illegal for illegal immigrants to receive these benefits, the anti-fraud restrictions in the One Big Beautiful Bill make it essentially harder for you to receive benefits without being properly vetted. This is the back door in many states like California that has allowed for so long for illegal immigrants to receive these benefits. Democrats have historically used government programs to essentially bribe their voting base. People who make less than
Help me, nigga.
Like, so you agree that they shouldn't be able to exploit the extras. They shouldn't be able to exploit the benefits. But then you disagree that it shouldn't be harder to get the benefits based on the fact that the people that are exploiting the benefits are having an easy time going about getting them. Makes absolutely no fucking sense. That's a circle jerk if I ever heard one. Like, seriously? Seriously. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
$50K a year overwhelmingly vote Democrat. So really, Senator Fetterman was right all along. The Democrats should own this shutdown. After all, it's only happening because they're fighting a civil war against themselves while screwing over their own voters.
Roll up my
The rest of us
motherfucking weed. They
are just
pissing me
collateral
off.
damage. A captive audience to the
Pissing me
Democrat
off.
Party's slow-moving implosion. In other words, a microcosm of the last 10 years. But I've always said that TDS is a hell of a drug because you have to admit it's pretty ironic that the Democrat-induced shutdown is energizing the exact people who are getting screwed over by the Democrats the most.
Right.
The thing that bothers me the most about it is the fact that he's given her the last name. Her and her children are set for life. That rock on her finger. The fact that men don't approach her is because they respect her husband. That is a good thing. I feel like this is more than just attention.
What is this about?
I think she preyed on him. I think
what is
at a
this?
very early young age, she knew that he was be a better plan B than her going to LA and trying to make it as an actress. I think very early she saw who he could become. And that's why she locked it down and got pregnant 3 months into their marriage. She will say it's about, I think there's a narcissistic aspect to her. I think there's something that she gets from being able to control the narrative of a good man. Like the fact that
She must be talking about Aisha Curry. But, I mean, in my mind, honestly, Steph Curry's dad was an NBA for 12 years. More than likely a multimillionaire. Before he was even born. Any woman that sees that was going to cling to it as best they can. If you don't, then you're stupid. Because generational wealth is a hell of a lot better than going to fucking Hollywood and getting Epsteined or Weinsteined or whatever the fuck steamed. especially when you got a round ass head like she does. It's not going to get you too far. Look at Journey Smollett. We go by evidence here. We don't just go by circumstance.
And she has all of these accolades, and she still can go into the public eye and then make other men question his home. I think she gets a sense of power from it. I don't think it's attention. I think she's dangerous, like psychologically.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw the interview or not, but like I think Candace said,
I watched the whole thing.
Okay, but so she said she thought she would be the career woman. He wanted to be a basketball teacher.
That's a lie. His father was.
He wanted to be a basketball player. She thought she was going to be a career woman, but his dad is a 4-time NBA All-Star. The fuck you talking about? Come on now.
NBA athlete.
Okay, you're not listening based off of what she said. She said that she thought she was going to be the career woman and he was going to be a high school basketball teacher. So
she's
if she
a liar.
From a high-end career woman, why would she go for the basketball teacher when we know that that's not
because
what
she knew, because while she was with him, there was nothing about Stefan while they were together that would ever insinuate he was going to be a high school coach. Every single one of his siblings were in playing basketball at a high level. His living father was an NBA athlete. He scored top 5, top 10. In fact, when he went to go see her back in 2018 for the very first time, he was going to a red carpet event. That's not a high school coach.
Okay, but so based off.
I'm not gonna
Thank you.
She's making a great argument.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not gonna even say it's just because I think, Aisha Curry should not be trusted. I'm not gonna even say that's the reason why. But right now, Melanin, she's making a great argument right now. I understand what Melanin is saying because you're going off the words of her. She's saying she's a liar, and now she's giving you evidence after evidence after evidence saying that what she's saying does not connect. Based off what I'm hearing, that heifer sound like a liar. I'm just being honest.
Right.
And that's a crazy face to have right there. Don't ever do that with your face again.
What you're saying, the interview.
If she really was a career woman, she would have finished school. She didn't. She actually left North Carolina to do acting.
Based off what you're saying, so you're saying that she went on the interview to lie and tell a fake
lied.
Yes.
And lied.
Why not?
For what reason though?
Don't you think it's interesting that in the
Why not?
Because she's trying to, like I said earlier, she gets this certain level of gratification being able to tell this narrative, and ultimately, I think she's lying. If you were listening to the interview, she said something to the effect of like, "Oh, when we got married, I thought that we were gonna, go bar hopping and all of these things." That's not true. She only married him once he got added to the league. And then 3 months into their marriage, she got pregnant. It's not a coincidence that.
But what do you mean that she married him? He proposed to her.
Manipulation.
But she can't demand him to marry her.
But you know what we saying.
He picked her.
She said that what Aisha Curry did was conniving. Yes, Stephen Curry definitely chose to marry her. It still don't change the fact that that other person was conniving. So, Melanie, I get what you're saying. You're saying that, no, we got to go by this thing right here. But if you erase the
Sorry, y'all, I'm rolling in my blunt
here, aka Aisha Curry, is a liar, this is the story you get. You get this story right here if you erase that she's a liar. If you take the evidence and look at the story from the other side as if she's a liar, then what Ann is saying makes sense. But I get what you're saying as well, though. I get what you're saying. I believe she's a liar. Ann already convinced me. It's already up there, and I'm convinced.
He flew, once he got to the league, right? That's when she left her hometown and followed him. If we were earlier talking about how men want to see some form of reciprocity, et cetera, her getting up and following him was that reciprocation. But in her mind, she was only thinking self-interest. I'm telling you, it was manipulation through and through.
Agreed.
She knew this young man was going to the Bay Area and was about to be part of the league. She was like, no, I'm not staying here. We're not going to stay long distance.
This whole situation is not complicated.
Oh.
It's not complicated. When she married him, that was around the time where one of the things to do is find you a baller and marry him.
Period.
And that
That's
was
true.
That was the cultural thing that women wanted to do back then. And that's why she did that. The reason why she no longer wants to do that is because now the culture is not to find a baller and get married. Now the culture is to be a whore. So now that's what she wants to do.
I would have said the culture now is to act like you're a boss lady, but I guess we can go with what he just said. I'm on the side that she wants to try to be the man of the house and say that she's a boss lady. She wants to park her jet next to his jet. Angry man argument. I can pick up what you're putting down. It's not my argument though. So y'all remember that. Never mind. I'll go with that argument too.
And the way y'all take these mental gymnastics to try to explain away when a person ain't is amazing to me. She ain't, and neither is that chick that said she need to.
Thank you for saying that. Why is it that Black women, that's the only way that you're going to learn how to appreciate your man after going through years of struggle, love, and abuse?
It's not true. They're lying to you. If you believe when Black women say that, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's not true. They don't believe that.
You think even at that point you could even attract a Stephen Curry? Like, that's craziness.
It's not the way they have to, it's not the thing they have to do in order to appreciate their man. They know that. That's the excuse.
Yes.
They're doing it because they want to do it. Aisha Curry is doing this because she wants to do what all the other women in mainstream culture are doing. That's the whole reason she wants to do it. It's just like with Cardi B. Cardi B would have never left Offset with cheating and everything if it was still a culture of women staying with their husbands. If it was a culture of women staying with their husbands, she wouldn't even say nothing about the cheating. She wouldn't even care. In fact, Cardi B is on record doing an interview saying that she really doesn't like dudes unless they cheat.
That's amazing if that's true. If she said that, that's wild. If I go find what Angry Man just said, if that's there, he just pieced this together like mesh. Boy, that was good. If that's true, he just said that was good. Boy.
So it's really go along to get along. It's really whatever the wave is that women are following, that's what women want to do. Because right now, as you notice, any woman that's trying to be a homemaker, traditional, any of those things, they're male-centered, they're pick-me's, and they're every other negative thing you could possibly think of.
I think you're all wrong.
Sorry.
You're all wrong. She's no different from any other person that got married when they were young. She has not done anything in her life. She hasn't met.
Hey, how you doing today, Luger?
To get her values. Hold on.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hold on.
Every time we call out these women, especially Black women, y'all gotta try to explain away whoredom.
I'm not explaining anything away.
Whoredom. Perfectly. As soon as you said it, every woman did when they got married when they was young. Here we go. A lady who finna try to make us all accept the lady who's just throwing that coochie around. It was perfect timing. It was like clockwork. Angry Man, Tommy Sotomayor, you know, those type of people. Yep. You don't know that you need them until you need them. They're like Batman.
I'm telling you that I have felt the same way.
What you doing?
Hold on. Hold on.
We are ready. We are ready for it today, friends. We are ready. We are so ready. We are so ready. The timer is up. Let's go.
He got the Yu-Gi-Oh soundboard. Oh shit.
Yes, you can.
She got married when she was young. I got married when I was young. The same things that she has expressed, I have thought inside my head. It has nothing to do with going to sleep with other people. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you haven't experienced anything about what your values
I am a
are,
big Duel Master fan, y'all. So,
what your independence
matter of fact, tomorrow
these things she has not experienced.
We're gonna be playing video games tomorrow, y'all.
She's an individual person. So now she's looking.
I got
she's reminiscing
the Battlefield
on what she hasn't done to fulfill
set up.
herself. She
Call
said,
of Duty is updated. Yu-Gi-Oh is updated.
Career woman. I was going to do X,
Madden
Y,
is
and Z.
updated. We're going to be playing some video games tomorrow, y'all.
Being married, It doesn't mean she wish she could get out of her marriage right now. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means she's looking back on the things that she did not do.
This is why black women.
You've activated my trap card. Face
This is why women. This is why
I just
women.
told you I've been in the
Angry
same.
Man got a timer. Angry Man got a timer.
She knows that.
Angry Man got a timer.
She wants to stay married.
Yo, chill out. Let's have one mic, please. Angry Man as the timer, so let him finish and then you can go next.
This is a crock of shit, and this is the reason why
Fucking
culture,
amazing.
especially around our women, just continues to get worse and
I didn't
worse.
know what this
Because
video
every
was, so
single time
we're gonna see.
these women
We're
do things
looking
that is
and
really
seeing.
irresponsible, reckless, and it's just basically whoredom. There's always other women that want to freaking excuse it, right? This is just like if a guy was a square or a guy that went to school and got good grades and he graduated college and got a good job. This is like him in his damn near 40s saying, you know what? I didn't go through my thug phase. Let me go sell some drugs and go to prison. You have any idea how stupid that is?
I don't want to say it, but I think there's guys who actually do that. I think
Yeah, there are.
There's even
There
a
are.
small number, but I know I've heard guys who actually do what you just said. And
Yeah.
guess what? Everyone call those people stupid. Let that sizzle in your spirit. I
Yeah.
don't know one person who
He
pretends
ain't lying.
like the
He ain't
guy
lying.
who didn't.
See, most of the time when people do that kind of stuff or they have that kind of idealism in their head, saying that I'm gonna go back and go do the thug stuff. It's because Tinker Hat. Okay. I thought they said Tinker Hatfield was gone. I was about to cry. Yeah, most of the time they do that. They do it after they come back from college or something like that. So it's like their mid-20s and 30s that they go back and they go do all of this thugnificent ass bullshit to justify their life on both sides of the street. Oh, I went to college and so I'm gonna sell weed now because I couldn't find a job I wanted to after college. That's what folks do. And every single person that says that kind of stuff or does that kind of stuff or lives that kind of life are stupid. Dumb as fuck. The same way these women look dumb as hell saying that they need a hoe phase after they done got married and had about 4 or 5 kids. And they all of a sudden just randomly want to divorce their husband because they want to go have a hoe. I didn't get a chance to go explore the world. I don't really know my body outside of my husband. Well, why the fuck do you need to? Sounds dumb as shit. Sounds stupid to me. Fix it. Like,
not have this thug image or this so-called image, this image that they wanted to put on, that people put on when they was younger, and he didn't go through it. I never seen one
look, I don't blame you.
say that
I
person
do not blame you at all.
for going to do that. Women actually try to shame men and call it midlife crisis. Yeah. They do that. They
Look, it's
actually
legal
try to
now.
shame them and say, "Oh, that's midlife crisis." When I want to let y'all know right now, a man buying a sports car or getting a motorcycle when he's older, it's
But
not
I mean, yeah,
midlife crisis.
Look, that's 2 different situations. Now it's considered a business. That if you wanted to go out there and go do it hand to hand and have a plug and all that stuff like that, you're stupid. Because you're telling me halfway through your life now you want to make risks to the rest of your life, the harder part of your life. Like, you deserve what you get, dummy.
It's literally a man who finally hit the point of his life where he has the money to get the thing that he always wanted. You know what a midlife crisis is? Is a nigga who has a full beard and bald going to a house party full of 20-year-olds. That nigga has a midlife crisis. So
Yeah.
we might as well say that this heifer is having a midlife crisis.
It's the dumbest shit in the world. And guess what? If men did something like that, you know what you would call them? You would call them stupid. But because
Exactly.
it's women doing it, we got to make all kinds of excuses for it. It's HQ.
He's right.
HQ, and then Ann, please, uninterrupted. Go ahead.
I don't have a response for that.
There
is no
Y'all
response
know
for that.
better. I just told you. I told you she's
At the end.
Jesus.
HQ, you just said you ain't got no response for it. Why are you speaking here? Don't say you don't have a response back to something.
And then keep talking.
You finna just start saying words. Because it sounded like she was about to say, I said what I said. Period. Pooh. If you do it, HQ, if you do it, don't make me do this because you're an elder. Don't make me say what I'm going to say.
HQ, I think it's really important as women to call it out and hold each other accountable.
I'll just come by your side, man. There's my American dream. And the second one,
I don't know what the hell that
to meet
was
you,
just
sit
did.
and
She didn't say she
chat.
calling you out.
I
It's
really want
important
this, you know,
to
man.
call
You know,
women out,
yeah.
Aisha Curry. Are
Shit.
you listening? How did you quietly
I think by the time that you come out this way, man, I probably have the full studio set up, and we'll have a full, like the full podcast,
you know the thing when they say,
and not just,
when
you
your
know, just
emotions
me
kick
on the
in
camera
and
doing this
logic
right here,
turns
man.
off,
We're
it
gonna
was
have a
crazy.
full sit down podcast, sofa and
I
all
didn't know
that
that
shit.
thing also turn your ears off. It's just amazing. You all know, I got a friend.
Turn
I got a
up.
friend named, I'm not going to tell you his name, but I have a friend who told me this thing. Sucking dick make you deaf. So I want you to know that's what I just went through. Now I'm triggered.
Okay.
Okay.
One second. We are
American comes to me. Josh can go eat, and Colleen started.
I just told you.
She can
I
stay
was a young wife.
to cover.
Hold on, can I speak?
You will though.
What's up, Lee? Can't
explain you what's going on.
Madison is
Because I
out
don't
till
want
the
fighting.
9th. I'm not.
No, I don't want
100%
in
sure.
fighting. Go ahead and
Okay.
finish your point, and HQ can answer
don't care.
uninterrupted. Okay, the clock is down for a second. I don't. Hey, if y'all don't interrupt each other,
Sending me
there's
all
no
these fucking
clock.
emails and
Love
shit
you.
about work. I'm not at work yet.
As
Leave me
soon
the fuck
as
alone.
y'all start interrupting each other, I put the clock up. So please let each other finish the point, and we go from there. Shout out to the 500
Like,
people
leave me
watching
alone.
the show. The Untouchable Empire is back. Go ahead, man. You got this.
Sure, yes. There are women who get married young and
Weird as shit.
wish they developed other parts of themselves. But this is not what's being said here, if you're really listening. And my concern is, as women, if we don't hold each other accountable, it's very easy for women like Aisha Curry to manipulate the actual narrative. Yes, your man should understand you. Yes, your man, there will be parts of you that will grow and change if you get married early. Yes. But Aisha intentionally chose Steph. She knew where he was heading. She knew, and she wanted to lock him down. Men very rarely walk away from their wives when they have 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4
I still hit
children
last
from
night.
him. She knew what she was doing. It's not by coincidence that every single child they have,
Bazinga.
their birthday is in July. She plans this out.
That sounds wild if that's true. Give me a goddamn second. July. Never mind. Melanin, I'm sorry. I'm all the way on her side. That's crazy. All 3 of your kids are that same month? She's diabolical. She's like Pinky in the Brain, but together because she's dumb and a genius at the same time. He is
I'm
married
in
to the
Georgia.
Joker. And I'm talking about the Joker off the one with the Quant Phoenix guy. Whoever his name is, Jaquan, I don't know that nigga name. She's married to that nigga. She over there trying to destroy everybody, and then she go in the bathroom and do that weird dance thing. That's what she's doing. She's probably in the bathroom right now hitting the Phoenix Joker dance.
She is not like you and I. She is manipulating a real narrative for her own self-interest.
The Phoenix Joker dance is hilarious.
Aisha is someone who is a predator. She knew where Steph was heading. She knew trapping him was in her best financial interest. There was no need for us to know in the interview that Steph called her crying. Steph called me behind a tree crying, trying to get my
Yeah, it's pretty cool out here,
advice on
man. It's pretty
He
cool.
knew he was going to the
It's
league.
expensive as fuck, but it's pretty cool.
I'm telling you, this woman had the intention to, in my opinion, trap him. And also, let's be very clear, there's nothing that she hasn't done by herself. Like she said in the interview, it was Steph that was able to help her focus. He helped open doors for her. So that whole career thing and not knowing who she is, untrue, because he's also given her that avenue, supported her in that avenue.
Yeah.
This is something different, and we need to be clear and discern between what is real and what is not real. And this is not real.
HQ and interrupted.
Boy, she did her research.
I don't believe that. It sounds like a crock of shit. Specifically, if she's been married to this person for this long. 2, as I said, I have been a young wife who had children early, who would have expressed some of the things maybe she expressed. I'm just not in the public light. It has nothing to do with wanting to sleep with other people. It has to do with the maturity level in which she entered that marriage. You grow as a person. When you grow as a person, you grow as a person singly. Most people grow singly. They grow before they get married. She didn't have that opportunity. They got married young. She's only expressing the things that she thought about as she's grown older.
You know what's crazy? If you really
I
want to
ain't
go by
trying to
this
hear that
logic,
shit.
you do know that she got married to Steph, so Steph got married young too. Why isn't he out there just cheating and sleeping with multiple people?
Just
Doing
out there
podcasts
acting
saying,
an
"Man,
ass,
I
exactly."
really wish I was able to get some behind right now by somebody else. I really wish I had like threesomes. Hell, how much money he got? He really wish he had some foursomes, maybe even some fivesomes. I don't even know that's a thing, but I want to know what that feel like. A fivesome? He could be doing that. Why ain't he doing that?
I want to know what that feel like.
It has nothing to do with her
Some
wanting to
fives,
sleep with other people.
like
I thought
Everybody
Have you seen
wants,
a clip of her taking off her wedding ring? Have you seen a clip of her?
Let her land real
I thought
quick.
women mature at 18.
everybody wants to assign nefarious reasons to this girl. She is not. That is not what's happening.
Because it's not possible for us. It's not possible for a woman to have nefarious intentions or
I
purposes.
didn't say that.
So
Did I say that?
I thought the narrative. I thought
it was my turn to talk. I didn't know it was your turn.
I thought the
Nigga, why you still, what do you mean HQ? You ain't been saying nothing. This whole time, this heifer has
she
been
just
doing
been
the
slow
George Foreman
talking
block,
nothing.
trying to protect Aisha Curry, even though this other lady, Ann, just
Slow
told me,
talking.
nigga, 3 of her kids in the same month? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Let's get one thing straight. If Ann is lying, Ann has painted the perfect narrative that even got me over here looking, well, technically, I've been looking at Aisha Curry cross-eyed for a minute now. Yeah, man, I've been like a gecko on her ass. I've been just, or iguana, whichever one got the eyes that move everywhere. I've been doing that for a minute on her behind. But still, HQ, I don't know
I watched
why
the film today. It was really good. It's an award-winning short film. The name of the movie is
but
Two Distant Strangers.
You're not popular. Is your
I
life
think
like
I've heard of
hers?
that.
No,
I think I've
you
heard
have
of it.
other obstacles or other things in the middle that made this
I'm gonna
happen.
take a look at
Y'all
it
not
today
the
while I'm
same,
at work.
okay? You're not the same.
narrative.
It seems like
I
something
thought
I've
the
watched.
narrative-
I've watched.
I thought the narrative, you didn't have to interrupt me to tell me to go ahead. I thought the narrative was that women mature at 18. Isn't that the narrative whenever we want to talk down about the men? Don't we always say that women are more mature than the guys? Like women are mature at 18, in their teens, they've matured. So how much more growing does she have to do if women are already mature at 18?
That's true.
I want to ask a question. Hold on, and hold on. Just to see if we're intentional.
And then CEO, okay, we got you.
Ask one of the ladies.
Shout out, one second, Ali. Shout out to Caesar's Paulo for the $100 ball. We truly appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much for always supporting the Untouchable Empire, baby. We appreciate you, sir.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
And by the way, after Ali, we get Ann and the CEO uninterrupted. Okay,
And,
go ahead.
to the feminists in the chat room, yeah, I interrupted her because how many ways is she gonna say the same damn sentence?
I want to see if y'all are honest, because my poll ain't honest. Pause. All the ladies on the panel.
What?
If my poll, I did a poll on my on the channel. But
thank God. That was an
Wait, what?
If your man was in the NBA or NFL, would you still want to go to work?
No.
Oh, what the?
Hold on, stop right there. Please stop it. And not yet. And hold on. Carmen, would you still want to work if your man was in the NFL or NBA?
No.
Candace, would you still want to work if your man was in the NFL or NBA?
Define work.
Bitch.
Oh,
no. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
A full-time job.
You're 95 at PlaqueboyMax.
It would not be 95, but I will be.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
No, you know.
Oh yeah. You know what? I know exactly what movie you're talking about. It's the movie where he keeps where he gets shot by the racist cop and he keeps coming back to life to relive that same day again. That shit was good. That was a good ass show. I mean, movie. Yeah, it was a short movie. It was a good ass short movie. I ain't gonna flex. That was good. I like that.
That was complete LD what she just said. Oh yeah, you know, I want to work. That's a lady you should watch. You watch them. That is crazy what I just heard. If he was in the NBA and he made $1 million something, oh yeah, I still want to work. Why? So you can bring home the butter biscuits? I can pay for the baking, you pay for everything else. You watch niggas like that. You're supposed to kick certain people downstairs.
Go to work.
What's going on?
Man, okay, let me put this. Would you, if he gave you a maid, if you gave you someone to clean, he took care of everything. All you had to do was take care of the babies. But even then, he helped. He hired somebody to help them. Would you want to go to a work where you're making money?
I will be making money, but I'll be my entrepreneur. I'm answering your question. I will be an entrepreneur. I will get in real estate.
Hey,
get in real estate. What?
You see how crazy it is? You could be
For
doing
what?
something else. You could be actually making sure your children are actually smart. A lady could actually be homeschooling. A lady could actually learn how to actually feed her children the correct nutrients so their bones are strong and they're actually strong and fast, and then they're also a genius. Like, she could be learning all these things. But guess what she's gonna do? I want to go sell real estate.
I'm gonna go
That's
sell
why you
real
ain't supposed
estate.
to talk to certain heifers. That right there, they don't think their children
I'm gonna
is
make
their
press
actual
juices
Because if it was, why
and
go get
sell
two
them.
jobs? Why go get
Like,
two?
what the fuck?
Wait, no, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Bitch, if you don't go some goddamn way.
We are talking about things that you have to do. It's not something optional. Okay? Remember, and Candace, respect. 1 second, Candace.
Yes, I have. He said, would you want
Candace, 1 second. This man makes $50 million from the NBA alone. He has a stake in the Under Armour company. This man probably make $100 and something million per year. Easy, right? Let's assume that like a man with $100 million per year will delegate everything. Even if you want to be in real estate, he's not doing real estate. Somebody that is expert, has all the connections, has all, like, he's going to be doing real estate for y'all, right? It's not you, it's y'all. It's like somebody's going to be hired to run that real estate business. You might be a supervisor or go see one house here and there, but we're not talking about the day-to-day job, right? So now that we have that out of the way, right? Even if you are a supervisor that once or twice a week has to see one or other house, you want to work, like waking up 6 a.m. in the morning, put your boots on, go work, or you just want something that is more optional, where you kind of more a supervisor, you kind of like looking to the business for you to be busy and all that. Which
Yeah, he was supposed to be annoying in that movie.
Crazy. Whenever I hear people, when they act like entrepreneurs don't wake up at a certain time, do y'all actually own businesses when y'all
No, they
stuff
don't.
like that? Or do y'all even know niggas that own businesses? Entrepreneurs work more than the person who work a 9 to 5. Like, what is this thing? You're gonna jump straight into the business as Donald Trump. Nigga, do you know you have to work harder than other people in your own businesses? It's crazy. Even if you do YouTube. I don't know if you work harder than a 9 to 5 nigga. It depends on how consistent you are with your videos and how much editing you actually do for your videos. So let's get that one thing straight. I don't even think these niggas actually work. Me and my brother actually own a business. Nigga, the amount of work we did, the amount of work was unbelievable. But you know, I don't think these niggas actually own businesses or even know niggas that own businesses.
Yeah, the cop was supposed to be annoying as hell. He was supposed to be over the top racist so you can dislike him. So that by the end of the movie, when he turned over to be like, wait, he's a decent person, it was that much more impactful. Yeah, it was supposed to be like that. But also, Shaq is completely right. The two businesses that I did own and operated solo or with a partner, exponentially more work than just going to work. My 9 to 5 takes 10% brain power to do my 9 to 5 job. Working my business took 140% brain power. I was exhausted after trying to figure out how to make things work. Every day. It's so much harder to be a business owner than it is just to be a worker. You wake up early, you go to sleep late because you're trying to figure out ways to make this profitable continuously. So she don't know what the hell she talking about. She ain't never owned no business. She ain't never ran no business. And she just going on the idea thinking that if you own a business, you're gonna just automatically make money. If you do it how you want to, you'll be able to have whatever time you want to. Stupid.
Exactly what I said. I said I would not work for nobody. Case closed.
You goofy. That's what that sound like to me. You a goofy. You a goofy. Why would you work at all if you have no reason to work at all? You're not adding to the family.
Hey, HQ, would you want to still work if your husband was the top NBA, NFL player, and he gave you the maid, he have everything, everything's taken care of? Would you still want to work?
If I want to work, or would I just work?
Would you still want to work?
Yes, I would still want to work.
Okay. And like I said, majority of the women say they wouldn't. We know majority of women wouldn't either. But this is why, man, it's really hard for men to lead women, and why you still answer to your boss. This man is a multi-millionaire. He could take you to travel. He could take you wherever you want to go. But since you got to go to your job when he's off, let's say when he's on his downtime, hey babe, I got a real estate appointment. I gotta go to work 9 to 5. He can't even take you all the places he can take you and take care of you the way he want to take care of a wife, because you still want to answer to another man. It's crazy that y'all both would still say that. And I'm not saying y'all being disingenuous. I don't believe it. But if y'all would still want to work, it'd be hard for that man to take care of you and still be there for you, and you be there for him if he's already gone playing basketball. But when he has the money to take care of you or take you somewhere, you have other things to do.
But that don't mean every woman wants to sit on her ass and not work. I'm confused.
Because it's important for modern women to
you have everything you want. Hold on, Ann. She asked the question, and you can't run.
I would never want to sit on my ass and not work, regardless of whether the man made money or not.
But that's the point. But that's why I made the distinction. Stay busy. And having a full-blown work is very different. I guarantee you, if Angry Man gets $100 million tomorrow and Neil Canali gets $100 million tomorrow, they're still going to be YouTubers. They're still going to get busy. They're not just going to just die.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. HQ is letting me know how good her parental skills is, or how good she is as a mother, or if she's a wife. I don't know if she is one. If you believe, HQ, you doing the actual full job of a mother and a wife, you're sitting on your You're not doing your job. Most men do not believe being a wife or being a mother or whatever these things are as hard. You know, Bill Burr said it. Yeah, you're putting DVDs in DVD players. I want y'all to know right now. Explain this. If you're a mother and you don't go to work, why don't you homeschool your kids? Why not? Do you know you can homeschool your kids? You can teach your kids to teach themselves. You can actually teach your kids how to learn on their own. So once they hit a certain age, they actually have the mindset to learn more stuff without you. Where'd classical education go? Oh, look at that. Niggas just don't know about classical education because you send your kids to a public school where they get old meatloaf and they always give you chocolate milk or white milk. Chocolate milk or white milk. You let me know how bad you are as a mother and a wife when you actually believe if you don't work for somebody else or like go to work, you believe you're sitting on your ass. You let me know who you are. Let that sizzle in your spirit.
Put a pile of money. So we understand that y'all are going to be busy. Y'all are going to have hobbies. You might go ahead, like you said, you like real estate, you go see the house, all that. I am asking if y'all want to work. Meaning, I go to my job,
y'all want to work.
And you have to go at 6 a.m. in the morning.
You got a 9 to 5.
At 9 to 5. Are you working? Yes, go ahead.
Nobody wants to work. What do you mean?
Oh my
What?
God. That was the question.
What?
That's fentanyl.
That's fentanyl. Yeah. What the fuck is she talking about?
We're talking about somebody going to work because they have to. Of course, I would not want to go.
Oh yeah, that's a good documentary too, man. That shit's good. I started watching it a couple days ago, but I didn't get to finish it. Real good. Good work.
HQ, you told me because you want to, right? But then you said nobody wants to work, and you keep flip-flopping. Do people want to work or they don't want to work?
Because you don't want to just sit at home and do nothing. Nope.
I'm telling you, man.
How are you sitting at home or doing nothing?
I think there might be like a liquor bottle underneath that camera. Like whatever it is, she has a liquor bottle. Whenever her face go off like this, she's drinking. That's what's happening.
Nobody wants to sit home and be a
you're changing the argument. HQ, if you're with that man, obviously you'll be delegating what's going on at the house while he's gone. You're going to be managing the house. You're going to be delegating certain things. You wouldn't just be sitting home. Like, have you ever worked?
No, she technically what she's saying, Ali. I guess she would. That's what she'll be doing.
To take care of your house? Obviously, yes, right? It could be tough to go to work, have to come home, still wash your clothes, cook, clean, do all those things. That's why it's good if two people do have a partnership where someone's taking care of the house and someone may be going to work if you can do it. But sometimes when you can't afford all the bills, two people have to go to work and help each other at the house. But if he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, all you would have to do is delegate and just take care of the house.
Ali, the better question is, has she ever been with a dude that has NBA or NFL money?
Of course not.
No,
I
she
understand
hasn't.
the aspect.
So her sitting here saying that she would still want to work, it's a bullshit answer because she's never been in that situation before.
Because she's coming from a place of identity.
But you said nobody wants to work. You guys have to pick one. Either y'all want to work
interest outside of the house.
No,
but there's several.
HQ. Let me give you a great example of what I'm
don't
talking
have
about.
to.
So y'all stop being obtuse, and then I want CEO and Ann to go along. Ali knows about this. I said this to multiple people all the time. If I don't have kids and this YouTube actually pans out, I want to leave my mark on the next generation. So I'm going to be a basketball youth coach, because I know how to play basketball. I was a coach before, and I'm going to stay busy because even if I get $1 trillion, that has to go somewhere and I have to be busy. So it's not a work, but I'm going to do something that occupies my job. I'm not going to wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning and coming back at 7 at night because I don't want to do that shit. So that's what work is.
Oh, y'all don't understand how much work a lady who has no job and is a housewife and a mother, you don't know how much work she's supposed to actually do. These niggas don't be doing their actual job.
You might get a job, you might get some activity that actually gets you occupied and all that. We are talking about that. We are not talking about you spending your time so you can be busy. We're talking about a job, right? And none of y'all want that, especially if you're married with a man that can buy the world. Your money is irrelevant. You're doing that because you like it, not because he actually brings you money, because your money is nothing. Just by divorcing him, you are going to get way more money than you ever see in 1,000 lives. So now that we got that off the way, can you answer, please, Ali, right? If that man had that NBA money, would you be more inclined to just chill, get kids, stay at home, let the maid and the chef and all these, and you might do something to get busy? Or do you want to work and get the kid and go right back to corporate and all? Like, what do you want to do? Candy's an HQ.
I answered several times. I said I would not go back to work.
Okay. What about you, HQ?
Is being an entrepreneur.
Are you moving the goalposts? Like I answered.
No. We're not.
The way you put it was, do I have to go back to work?
No.
Oh no. If I didn't have to go back to work, I would not.
Okay.
No, you would work.
Okay. Perfect. And now
you forgot. You forgot.
I wish they made. I wish that, like, it is a woman always want to look like they are useful, right? This is actually what Aisha is doing. I am a chef. I am doing business. You know who the real chef is? Stephen Curry. His literally nickname is called Chef Curry. That's why she's jealous of him, because she wants to be a cook and she wants to have a restaurant. Because your husband, his literally nickname is Chef Curry, because he cooks. He takes the spatula out and he does this shit. It's literally his celebration move. Like, why do y'all want to cosplay as a useful person? I wish I could have
cosplay as a
useful
person.
So I have to come in and says I am unemployed, baby. I don't do nothing. I don't care if you're going to tell your friends, oh, Fatty said he's unemployed.
Because I'll say it, Fatty. They want this thing because they want to pretend as if they don't need the guy. That's what they want. They keep on pretending that I have to prove to him in the world that I don't need a guy. But then they keep going back to the thing in their head where they say they want a guy who makes this much so he can take care of them. But then after saying that, they still want to prove to the guy in the world that they don't need him, even though they want him to do the thing. It's crazy.
Why is the status so important when your money is not relevant? Like, why, truly, why do you get the king that has all the money in the nation and you say, I'm going to pick up potatoes so I can look useful? He can buy you potatoes. Go ahead and get the potatoes and go home. I don't get it. I don't get it. And ladies, if you got the man of your dreams that can sustain you, take that, because there's a million women ready to take your in a whim, on a whim. There's a million women waiting for you to say, oh, you want to go to work? This is how actually Arnold Schwarzenegger
the maid. This is literally what it is. He's in his mansion chilling, and the woman is working, and this has a big booty maid, and he says, "You know what? Oh, you want to work? I got something that actually takes care of me." Don't work for status. Work to make your relationship better. If your life doesn't get easier by you having an extra job and it's just for ego and it's not actually for money, don't do that, because then it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. I look crazy because I'm letting, let me finish. I look crazy because I'm letting my woman work, right? And then you are going to tell how you're so tired and, oh my God, I can have sex with you because I'm sweaty and my back hurts and I'm like, this is what y'all do. Y'all want work, and Ali said this before, to escape your family. And there's a bar. Y'all want work to run away from your family. You go to work to run away from your family, and then you come home to run away from your work. That's all y'all doing. And respectfully, that should be trash, because the day that you get tired, that man should say, no, you wanted to work, do your 10 years bid, and then come back home when you're ready. I'm not going to let you flip-flop every time you are feel like it, and you go to work, and then you go to college, and then you go to the street, and you go. There's nothing. You chose to work, go to work. Angry man, go ahead, and then please, CEO Genies and interrupt.
That's what I believe.
So, first of all, they only do that because they have to prove they don't need men.
Oh, he said,
which is
never mind.
Totally asinine, because in one breath, they want the man that makes the most money. They want the man that's the most successful. But then they'll still say, well, I still want to work. That's to prove to everybody I'm still an independent woman. I don't technically need a man.
Hey, yo, I'm letting y'all know, I did not actually know he was going to say that. Okay, don't think that's what I did. I did not know. Hey, yo, angry man, brother man, you think alike.
It's goofy. It's pure goofiness. Why would you? Everybody up here that said, well, I would still want to work. If you were to do this worth millions of dollars, that is the dumbest shit in the world.
It is.
You literally don't even have to work. He literally could just put you on his payroll. He literally could give you a salary, put you on his payroll, and it'll be a damn tax benefit to the damn family. But you want to go out, you want to go out and work. You want to go out and work at somebody else's corporation and help them get rich. Instead of doing a job for him, well, you know what? Since you want to work, you can do this and I'll just pay you. No, I want to go out and prove to you that I don't need you and do something that's not attached to you. Y'all are goofy.
Big screen, first off. Angry man.
100%.
Ending right there, my brother. I can't believe it.
100%.
I gotta take these glasses off. She has problems. What's wrong with you? Miss HQ, why would you do that? She literally disrupted the whole thing. She made me triggered. Like right now, I'm thirsty because I'm not even sweating, but somehow I feel like all the moisture in my body is gone. I feel like that's a pause. I should say pause. Miss Candace, you're crazy too. HQ, we both see you're crazy. Once again, I'm gonna bring it back up. She got silently triggered at Ann when Ann said, "Ayo, we gotta hold women accountable. You can't hold me accountable because I don't have a counter." I was getting so irritated with that.
Because I don't have a counter.
He did a great job. That was good. Everything he said was correct. And Ann painted a perfect narrative. It was perfect. I want to just say it was a fact, but I know it's not a fact. But it was a great narrative. She gotta be like an actual lawyer, like a top lawyer. She would have made me send somebody who did nothing wrong to the electric chair. That's how good that narrative was. Good video though, Fatty and Ali. It was a good video.
I don't know what it was. That doodle. That doodle, baby. Oh, you ain't know what that was? That doodle, baby.
Focus on strict control reps.
Oh shit, oh shit.
So I'm embarrassed and I'm a woman. Ladies, we gotta stop that. Like literally, y'all are
Caught me
making
slipping.
it so blatantly transactional that it's ridiculous. They are going to cheat on that said man that they wanted. Like, are you serious? Like, oh my goodness. I was completely embarrassed and uncomfortable listening to the story that he was telling. And if I'm like, if that's one woman that has done this on a date, there are several women that has done that. And that is completely sad. And now I understand why these men are getting passports like crazy and calling themselves passport bros, because they should.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Brother on my arm, no brother on your arm.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys of a woman that I came across, and when I saw the caption that said passport bros are necessary, I was thinking to myself, what made her come to this conclusion? And by the end of the video, I think you're gonna, I hate to say it, man, but it kind of legitimizes the reason why it started becoming a thing in the first place. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
So I'm embarrassed and I'm a woman. So I was listening to this guy talk about it's going to be the first and last date with this woman. So he met this woman in public, y'all, not on an app. So that was refreshing to hear. So he said she had given him the ad like about 3 or 4 times, basically signaling for him to come over and talk to her. So he did that. They exchanged numbers. He wound up taking her out 2 days later. So they went to what it sounds like 4 drinks, and it was like a speakeasy that was like super relaxed but romantic. And he said that she came relaxed. So he was like, okay, cool. She a pretty relaxed girl. So this is going to be a good date. So they got drinks. They started talking, and she went in for the kill. Okay. She was like, what do you do for a living? So he told her, he asked her what she did for a living. She told him. And then her next question was, how much do you make a year? So he said to himself, like, that was a first and actually very bold, but whatever. He answered the question. So they continued talking and all of that type of stuff. And he was like, well, how much does a man need to make to date you? And she said 300,000 to 400,000. Okay. So he was like, all right, well, why? Why does he need to make that much? And she was like, well, you know, because of my lifestyle and, you know, the guys that I've dated, you know, they said that they made a certain amount, but they were really broke, blah, 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 blah. So that is interesting. So then he asked her how much she made a year. Oh my goodness. Why did she get offended and did not want to tell him, like danced around it and everything? So he was like, okay, the date ended super quick. And he was thinking to himself, we ain't ever going out. Like, I'm good. I'm straight on you because I know the tip that you're on. So then when they started to leave, she was like, you know, I'm offended that you were asking me all of these personal questions. And he was like, wait a minute. So it's okay for you to ask me personal questions, but I can't ask you. Like, really? Like, ladies, we got to stop that. Like, literally, y'all are making this so blatantly transactional that it's ridiculous. And you cannot be offended about somebody asking you the same questions that you're asking them. So basically, you get a chance to be mysterious, but a man has to lay it all out on the line for you. No, any man that makes that type of money is literally has to be in the C-suite. And trust and believe, you will not have 100% of his undivided attention, period, because he's responsible for staff. He has pressure. He has a board that he probably has to report to, and he's everywhere and anywhere because he's working 100% of the time. And if you want a man that makes that type of money, you have to be ready for that type of lifestyle. And typically, women are not. They are going to start complaining that they are not getting enough time with them. They are not getting the things that they want. And then guess what's going to happen? They are going to cheat on that said man that they wanted. Like, are you serious? Like, oh my goodness. I was completely embarrassed and uncomfortable listening to the story that he was telling. And if I'm like, if that's one woman that has done this on a date, there are several women that has done that. And that is completely sad. And now I understand why these men are getting passports like crazy and calling themselves passport bros, because they should.
Now, how much you want to bet that brother that came across that woman, I would not be shocked if she's watching hypergamy content, soft girl life content, Shira 7.
Oh yeah, you know that's happening.
Because what does that sound like to you? For one, for you to demand a man making that much, okay, now we're talking what, top 5% now? Okay. Let's start there, right? And then proceed to get in your feelings and feel disrespected because he asked you the same thing. But here's my thing though. How you gonna sit over here on one hand and say, well, I need to know how much you make, so you feel me, because I live a certain type of lifestyle. Okay, well, if you live in a certain type of lifestyle, how much do you make? And then you get offended. You want to know why? Because her ass ain't making no 300, 400,000 her damn self. She wants you to elevate her to that level by mooching off of you. That's what the fuck she wants. Now, I already know that, because I'm going to show y'all some videos later. The typical argument that women make is, well, okay, the women overseas want the same thing. I'm like, yeah, but they actually reciprocate, which is something American women don't do anymore. And not only that, they're not as materialistic. So they're not trying to get the fanciest and most expensive shit all the time just to floss or show off to other people, because that's the only reason why y'all want these lavish ass lifestyles or luxurious lifestyles anyway. Y'all just want to show that shit off the Instagram to other women, so that way y'all can feel like, I beat you. You know what I'm saying? So when it really comes down to it, y'all are competing with other women, you know what I mean, as much as y'all don't want to admit it. But I digress, man. Let's keep it moving.
Is there an end, in your opinion, to the gender war that we got going on? We talked about the manosphere. We talked about Trump being reelected and the percentages of how people voted, all legitimate stuff. This brother we just played right here, I apologize if it was buffering. It's buffering on my end. I apologize for that. He's saying, we can't tell this, and women want to stay away from us, and guys want to stay away from the women, and guys are getting on airplanes, which is just, it's mind-boggling when you think about it. They're getting on airplanes, going someplace else because they don't want to deal with the woman who's down the street. So is there an end to this situation that we got going on, in your opinion?
I don't see one anytime soon. And to go to your point, it's mind-boggling to you.
I'm about to skip this video. It's not doing anything for me. I want to hear this last one here, man. It's supposed to be my last video anyways. Let's see what the fuck this crazy ass lady talking about. Storage room? Is that what this is?
In today's video,
all right, Uger man, have a good one, dog.
We have
appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it.
British Vogue have posted a story, an article, asking a question if it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. Not because the boyfriend's doing anything embarrassing. Just having a boyfriend, having a partner, having a man within itself is that just inherently embarrassing as a woman?
For British Vogue, I wrote, this piece is having a boyfriend embarrassing now. I know people are reading the headline, they're like, nah, nah, nah.
But listen, for this piece, I interviewed a bunch of women. I spoke to them about why they hide their partners on social media, or they like post very inconspicuously about them. You know, some people said it was about privacy and this sort of unique, special privacy that you only afford your romantic partner. A lot of people spoke about the evil eye and this idea that, oh, if I post my partner, then people who are jealous of me will somehow, through their terrible vibes, ruin my relationship. Some people said that they felt as if they were scared to post because what happens when someone comes to them as a woman, or what happens when they break up and they have to, you know, delete all the posts, and there's this whole feeling of like shame of having tried and failed to find love. And then there was a really interesting point that came across both people in relationships and single people, and this idea that like being in a relationship,
all right, Brody, man, be safe out there, man.
Into the world in and of itself was an embarrassing thing to do, and that's what I really wanted to get into. There was this idea of there not being a solidarity with other women. There was this idea of like a relationship just by default being something that rendered you quite uncool. I spoke about this podcast I came across where they were talking about, is it lame to have a boyfriend? And they say, you know, when I meet a girl and she has a boyfriend, I automatically just kind of put her in a box or in a category, and I just don't feel as inspired or engaged by her. And then when someone doesn't, I feel like they have so much life and prospect, and they are just entertaining and fun, and I kind of feel empowered by their individualism. But interestingly, the girls talking about this on the podcast, agreeing with this idea that like girls without boyfriends are cool, are also in relationships themselves. And so I was thinking so much about
what a shock
how it is very uncool to be a boyfriend girl. It is very uncool to be a my man person. And I spoke to both just people who are on social, but also content creators and influencers about what happens when they post their partners, right? A lot of them lose a lot of followers, especially if they were already single. And this idea that now you are someone's girlfriend and you're posting about this, it's something that people automatically disengage from. I do it too. If I follow someone because they, I don't know, post their outfits and all of a sudden it's their boyfriend every day, I'm just like mute. I can't, I came here for a reason. But this is happening like across the board. And like just culturally, I think a lot of like the days of a man being a prize has really changed. It's really changed. And obviously this has come from like just the empowerment of single women in general, but also just how the trajectory of men and women are going in completely opposite directions. And now we're having to look at heterosexuality with the political lens that we've looked at other sexualities. And we really have to evaluate, if we are a part of this thing, what does it mean? And so it's a really interesting piece. I think people should go and read it and should go and check it out. And I've also found the backlash to it. You know, I think a lot of women in relationships will say, well, you know, I hate all men apart from my man. He is a feminist and he is a this and he is a that, and I shouldn't feel embarrassed and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, I think we have to be honest with ourselves. If people want to scream like, men are trash, I hate all men, men are trash, I hate all men, and then you shack up with a man and you're like, but not my man though, and someone says that's embarrassing, this is the culture that we've created and we've fostered, right? And so I think a lot of people want to have their pie and eat it too. When there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think as we become a lot more critical of heterosexuality, I just think you can't sit comfortably in that anymore, which I personally think is a good thing, because it means that we are like deepening heterosexuality. We're thinking so much more critically about what it is we're engaging in, and we're being conscious about our choices, which I think is important. But yeah, go and read the piece. Sorry to drone on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Shout out to everyone that made it to the end of this video.
The culture that they've fostered and created, all men are trash, I hate all men. This is something that they are happy with, something that they are proud of. We can't have that culture and then you have your partner and then we criticize that and you get upset. You want your cake. You want to be able to live in this great culture that we've created where all men are trash and also have a boyfriend. There's so much I'm going to say. So many different ways I'm going to take this. But there's more.
So many people have messaged me to be like,
I bet there is more.
My boyfriend is so special and unique and he's so not like other boyfriends and I'm not embarrassed and I love my boyfriend, I love my man. Like, it's only embarrassing when, you know, he doesn't buy you flowers every day. I'm telling you, and I am telling you, it's embarrassing, period. It's embarrassing, period. Do you know how many women in loving relationships have messaged me to be like, hey, I love my man down. This is still embarrassing. It's still embarrassing. And I know it's not your fault. It's the men's fault. Collectively, the way men have behaved in romantic relationships is just, it is nothing short of terrorism. It is nothing short of emotional terrorism. Every time you come on this app, is some woman giving us a 62-part story about how a man was Prince Charming and then was the devil incarnate.
Isn't it interesting? You have so many women reaching out to you saying that their partners are great, but you've dismissed that. You've completely dismissed that, and you want to talk about how every time a woman gets on the app, she's talking about how a man was Prince Charming. No, that's what you care about. That's the only thing that you validate, because there are shit tons of women who come on the app, and there are shit tons of women that have messaged you saying that their boyfriends are great, but you dismiss all of those. You've dismissed it mentally. You only want to focus on the men who are bad. Because again, the women are reaching out to you saying that my partner's great. You just don't care.
Right.
On it. Right? And this is just what we've normalized in dating. And we kind of go in.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't sit back and keep listening to these British folks arguing about the same shit that I've already heard American people talking about. Y'all in Britain, y'all in the UK, arguing about men and women situations, man. I can't listen to these funny accents talking about the same shit that I've already just listened to for the last hour and a half, man. They're annoying at this point, because now I gotta decipher your damn your vernacular and whatnot. It's getting on me, and they're not saying nothing at all. Like, yeah. I'm finna go on and get up out of here, y'all, man. I told you I was gonna leave a little early, man. I stayed a little bit longer than I was supposed to, man. This started to piss me off here, man, because misandry is one of those things that really gets under my skin, especially when I have to practically use my in-brain translator to figure out what the hell you're saying. It's really not vibing with me right now. Really not vibing with me right now. She was pissing me off. I ain't even gonna flex you. But anyways, man, they ain't got nothing to do with y'all, man. They ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Shit, we out here living life, man. We boiling out here, man. I don't know about what they got going on, man. We working on my damn my next 8-piece. I'm trying to get the white gold up top too, man. Fuck these folks, man. We ball, they broke. It's their fault. We laughing at them. But anyways. Be safe, be easy, man. Praise to the Most High, man. You already know what's going on over here, man. And if you make some money when I'm not around, make sure y'all bring the receipts so I know you balling. You know what I mean? We ain't finna play around with these folks today, man. We cutting them off if they ain't making no sense, man. This shit is stupid out here, man. Y'all guard your heart. Guard your wallet even more. Peace.